don't want to be, and I want everyone watching the live in the comment section to public. You came up here without thinking that men are better at leading than women, so now everyone is going to.
I didn't say that we're better.
I know, but that's the thing. I only want to talk to people that think men are better at leading than women. All right,
dude. I just
cattle. While we move on to our next guest. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we got. We're gonna go ahead and load up Sway and Grace. Thank you for the $2 donation on PayPal. First donation of the stream. I appreciate that, Grace. Hey, what's up, Sway? All right, Sway, you got a bit of background noise, so we're just gonna go to move on to our next guest. We got Kane loading up into the box, and for the 1.2 thousand people hanging out with us in here today, make sure to share out this live with a handful of friends. What's up, Kane? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I'm so sorry. I came here to say, you...
Thanos snapped. I'm so sorry. I do appreciate you for joining up, but obviously that was the intro of someone that doesn't think men are better at leading than women, so I do apologize. What's up, John? Do you think that men are better at leading than women? John. Buddy, I can hear the background noise. Listen, we got to do better. And John left. We got to do better. Follow the rules, okay? Chad, I want you to start getting mad. I want you to start getting angry. I want you start to get pissed off when people come on this live when they are not supposed to, quite frankly, okay? Right? So if you're in the queue, make sure you think that men are better at leading than women. Get mad, get angry, get upset when people don't follow the rules. That's right. You guys look phenomenal. You're mad. That's awesome. Hello. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
No. What? Can I say something?
We're all so mad at you. You should feel stigmatized for breaking the rules. We're so pissed and it's all your fault. See, that's what we do. You guys are great. What's up, Sophia? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Yes.
Oh, Sophia, how old are you? Sophia's a minor. Sophia's a fetus. Sophia, I hope that you're joking. If you're not joking, someone should really call CPS. Because the only way that a young girl would think that is if her father told her that. Okay? So let's hope that she was joking. Because if Sophia's not joking, that's very, 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 very sad. Yeah, that's terribly heartbreaking if Sophia was telling the truth. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest here, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, make sure that we are at least 18 years old if we are joining up, and make sure that you do indeed think that men are better at leading than women. And holy shit, thank you so much for the $50 donation, Anonymous. We will load up your message and read it off here in a second when I can get PayPal loaded up on the laptop, but I really appreciate you. Everybody, please show some love to Anon down below in the comment section. It is so incredibly kind of you. I know exactly who you are, so do you. Thank you for the love. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your family's doing well. Thank you so much for the love. Hello, Smokey. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Are you affiliated with Harry?
Nevaeh, thank you for the $2.50 on PayPal. Of course I am.
You are?
Yes. So do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Yeah, but I thought you guys weren't allowed to say that there's only two genders.
What does that mean? I'm so confused on what you mean.
That's not fair, guys.
So first of all, I just want to clarify this. There could be two categories that I'm naming, but there could exist more than two categories. Like for instance, if I'm asking you, do you think that red shoes are cooler than blue shoes? That doesn't mean that there can't be pink shoes. Okay, right? So regardless of that, let's stay on topic with the purpose of the live here. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I can't answer that when we're only talking about two gender roles here.
Okay, so then you can leave because I'm only looking to talk to people that think men are better at leading than women.
Not right, buddy.
What's not right? I'm really confused on what you're saying. I've already clarified that this live doesn't limit the amount of genders that there exists. Like, for instance, if I said, do you think that red shoes are cooler than blue shoes, does that limit the amount of colors that shoes can be? Wow, see how it just breaks our brain as soon as we introduce logic?
No, I just like messing with the three of you fools.
If you're gonna try to mess with me, you at least have to try to mess with me logically speaking.
I know that your bitch ass can't do it.
Well, I mean, right now I'm leading you into the dumpster, right?
No, you're not, dude. You're
Yeah.
fucking trash.
Yeah, because your argument's trash, and that's where we put
You're
it.
living in like a 1-bedroom studio apartment, can barely buy a fucking energy drink,
Is this where you get really mad and crash out because you can't give me an argument?
begging for pennies.
Begging for pennies. I don't beg for money.
Somebody send him a cowboy hat.
Oh,
Get him
so you want people to donate to me? He's so mad that he
Why are
wants
you
people to give me
crashing
their
out,
money.
bro?
Yeah.
Why are you crashing out?
Yes, that's the guy right there. Let's get Harry in here too.
Well, no, I'm asking, like, why are you crashing
He
out,
wants
bro?
a meet and greet with the three of us. He's a fan.
Yeah, he wants a meet and greet. What a fan.
I just love how cheesy you three are.
Cheesy.
Maze, thank you for the
motorcycle.
motorcycle.
Does that make you
I
cheesy
appreciate
too?
you for the love, Maze. Everybody, please show some love to Maze down below. Shut up, Smoked. While I thank Maze. Maze, thank you so much for the motorcycle. Everybody, please show some love to Maze down below in the comment section for the motorcycle. Gotta continue.
So if we're cheesy and you watch us all the time, you're saying you like that we're cheesy?
Motorcycle. Sorry, guys. It's been a couple days since I've been on live. Yep.
Dean's cooked, bro. He's actually
Shackle.
cooked, chat.
Yeah, dude, I haven't done like a live, like a debate live in like 3 days. I think
You don't even know how to handle yourself, dude.
I don't. I think that Smokey's leaving, so we're gonna get another guest up in here. Hannah, thank you for the $10 donation on Venmo, saying pennies for my favorite grifter. Hannah, you are phenomenal. Thank you so much for the love, everybody. Please thank Hannah down below. And what is going on? Do you think men are better at leading than women?
Of course.
Okay, and why is that?
Well, we got bigger muscles, and it's back in the ancient times, that was the most important part of leading, was being able to exert your physical prowess.
Yeah. So men are physically stronger on average than women. That's right. Let me ask you a question.
They're totally trolling. They're totally trolling. Their name is Fascists Are Bad. Right?
Yes, Hank Pecker here.
Well, I mean, are you trolling? Because
I've thrown many a woman across the boardroom.
You've thrown women across the boardroom. Okay.
I didn't like their ideas.
This is their profile picture. It's literally a song.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to assume that they're a bad troll. Move on. Everybody, do just give us a minute for the 1.9 thousand people hanging out with us in here today, guys. Make sure that we're double tapping away on that phone screen. Hello, JQ. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. And why is that?
Well, if you really just look at the historic and the scientific evidence.
Okay, give us the historic and the scientific evidence. I'm open ears.
I can't put my finger on. That's weird. I can't really put my finger on it.
Well, does this mean that you've never just had a conscious thought in your life and you're like, oh yeah, obviously men are better at leading than women because all the evidence that exists, but like this is the first time you've ever thought.
Fuck!
Did you say cramp in your what? Okay, we're gonna move on to our next guest. Quite frankly, Lindsay, thank you for the $1 donation on PayPal. Hello, Starbucks. Do you think men are better at leading than women?
Yeah.
And why is that?
Better reputation.
Can you repeat that? What?
Men have a better reputation at leading.
Men have a better reputation when leading. What does that mean? I'm not quite sure what that means. My apologies.
Meaning men have a better reputation.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Like, are you saying that if we were to compare like male leaders to female leaders throughout history, that the male leaders would outperform the female leaders?
That is correct.
Okay, then give me the analysis. All right, name 5 male leaders that come to mind. Name 5 female leaders that come to mind, and do a comparative analysis.
Okay. So we have AOC, we have Kamala, and then we have... I'm trying to think of other woman leaders.
Okay, so I'm just okay. Well, great. So it seems like your logic doesn't go that far at all. You know what? Let me ask you a question. What are the biological differences between men and women that make men better at leading?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What are the biological differences between men and women that you think make men better at leading?
That's honestly, I think women have like their emotions are much higher than men, and a lot of times that can, exactly, and that can usually get in the way when it comes to leading. Especially
I'd actually say that men are more influenced by emotions in their decision-making processes. This is why we see women with higher EQs, higher IQs, while we see men more likely to engage in violent crimes and be put in prison, on top of higher suicidality rates, higher drug abuse rates, etc.
So you're saying being more emotional is better than not having emotions involved?
No, I'm saying that men have their decision-making processes driven by emotion to a higher degree than women do, right? And if we were to like follow your logic here, that decision-making processes driven by emotions is a bad thing in the context of leadership, seemingly women are better at leading than men in accordance with your standard. And Keely, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I do appreciate you for the love. Everybody, please do show some love to Keely.
Also, another factor is that men, they have to be, when you're in a leader position, you need to be available and you need to have your full functionality 30 days of the month. And women, when they're on their period, 5 or 7 days out of the month, it's a negative. I know this because I'm married. My wife's in a bad mood, and a lot of times she'll do, her decisions aren't as good as it would be when she's not on her period. So
okay, so what about a woman's period makes their decision-making processes worse?
It's not about the woman's period. It's factual. When a woman's on her period, she can make bad decisions.
Yeah, and I'm asking you, what about a woman's period would cause women to make worse decisions?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah. So I mean, seemingly like your fucking logic's just incoherent here. First of all, what I'd say is, although women have periods, and now when we're talking about cis men and cis women, this doesn't make a woman's decision making processes worse than that of a man's. I'd still say that women make better decisions even when they're on their periods. Okay, right? And if you're curious, right, why some women, not all women, because remember generalizations are bad, why some women will report like higher levels of emotions on their period. Well, what fucking hormone gets released in a woman's body when she's on her period? Testosterone. And then if you just want to talk about hormonal cycles as a whole, although a woman's hormonal cycle is 30 days long, do you know how long a man's is? 24 hours. You're decommissioned every day, buddy.
Keely, think of the $5 for having to sit through Starbucks BS on Dean's Live. Yes. Thank you so much, Maze. Thank you. Dean, is that coffee?
It is.
Looks pretty good.
It is yummy. And then also, you're saying that your wife is in a bad mood when she's on her period. I don't think that's because of her period. I think it's because she's married to you. Huh.
I would agree. If you agree, type 3 in the comments.
Okay. Seems like I made Starbucks upset.
I'm not upset. I'm just like, you don't know anything about me, so why are you insulting me?
Yeah, because of how fast you are to jump to misogynistic conclusions, even
Not
when it would be in consideration to
you know
your
that
wife.
women are when they're on their period, they're in worse moods.
Did you say?
right?
Did you say period?
No, I said period.
Period.
Okay, so
I
now
like that.
what are you gonna do? You're gonna knock the way I'm speaking because you don't have facts to back it up.
He said he liked it, bro.
No, I
What are you
like
talking
that.
about?
The period. I'm not knocking that. Okay. All right. You ate. Go ahead.
By the way, I love how what liberals generally do when they're losing their debate. It's usually either knocking the other person or the way they speak, and
I literally said that you ate, bro.
Yeah,
I said that I liked it.
Bro
and I
was
said that you
complimenting
ate.
you, man.
Yeah, dude. It's always the evil liberal trying to do something mean, right, in the eyes of the Republican, even though I literally complimented you. Tree, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I do appreciate you for the love, Tree. That's so incredibly kind. So, I mean, do you have a response to the points that I brought up? Because I didn't just diss you and say that, your wife doesn't like you. I also gave you a logical rebuttal to your position. If you
but you
would
didn't
like,
say
I could
my wife.
recapture
You
everybody's
didn't-
points.
Yeah, but you didn't say my wife. You didn't say that my wife's upset because she's married to me. That wasn't you. I thought it was you.
No, that was me. But on top
Oh,
of
so that wasn't an insult.
on top of insulting you, I also
Yes, it
did give
was.
you a counter response to your position.
Oh, okay.
So would you like me to go over those points again?
No, it's fine. You could continue.
Continue with what?
Do you need to run to your little safe space, you MAGA snowflake?
Oh, wait, now I'm confused because in order for us to be able to continue, you have to sufficiently capture the rebuttals I gave you and dispute them, right? So, I mean, can you dispute the points that I gave you?
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe that women are better at their position? Let's talk about current events. Do you think that generally speaking, people, women who are in the current leadership, you think they're better than men would be in their current leadership?
I think that generalizations about leadership concerning one's gender identity are harmful. I think saying that men are better at leading than women or women are better at leading than men, right, is like the same as saying that people with blue eyes are better at leading than people with green eyes. I don't think that we have any information sufficient to justify a generalization of leadership aptitudes or abilities on the basis of gender or sex. But what I will say, if you're forcing me to make a generalization, is yes, women would generally be better at leading than men. But there's going to be a lot of nuance that plays into that, and I don't like making generalizations.
Okay. So basically what you said in short is that women are better than men, but you don't want to say that women are better than men.
If you force me, like gun to the head, which gender is better at leading? It's women.
By the way,
that's because we see like less emotions expressed within attitudes towards decision making within women. We see higher IQs on average. We see like they're biologically designed to deal with stress better. But I mean, like I'm totally
by the
fine
way,
with just
higher
saying
IQs doesn't make you a better leader.
Kristen, thank you for the $3 of him. I do appreciate you for the love. Well,
What
it's
is
in
a good
context
leader?
of these
Can you
other
tell me?
traits.
Someone that doesn't take everything, to their brain, doesn't get so emotional, and just takes care of items. You know what I mean? It could be that women have a better IQ than men. I'm not
Doesn't
denying
get
that.
very emotional. So how do you categorize what is emotional?
Emotional is taking offense for, instead of getting the job done, is just taking an I'll give you an example. Let's say a one leader, let's say it was Putin, for example. He stated something to a woman president in the U.S. Let's say Kamala was president. All right, it could be that she would take offense to it, and she would, based on her personal,
You don't think Trump is more likely to do that?
No,
I'm really confused on what like the current argument being made is here. Right? We know that women deploy emotion less within their decision-making process.
He thinks
That's not
Kamala
true.
Harris is going to be more emotional than Donald Trump when Donald Trump literally fucking raged about the election being stolen when there was no
By the
sufficient
way,
evidence
talking
indicating
about
that?
emotion, you know how much Donald
Lindsay,
Trump
thank
went
you for
through,
the
and he
$5
still
on
ran for
Venmo.
president. If Donald Trump was a woman, he wouldn't have ran in 2024.
What?
If Donald Trump was a woman,
he wouldn't have
taken-
ran?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you know how much harsh items Trump went through in order to become president?
I have a question. Would you have voted for Donald Trump if Donald Trump were a woman?
Honestly, yeah, because I have nothing against women.
Okay. So then, would you say then, like, the woman was the better leader?
I don't know. I'm not understanding what your question is.
Do you think that if Donald Trump were a woman, that she would be a better leader?
Yeah,
Hey,
100%. I
I'd
told
like-
you, I have nothing against women. And
I'd like to
Okay,
capture-
so then what about her being a woman makes her a worse leader? Would you say the woman version of Trump would be a worse leader than the man version of Trump?
So part of the reason why I voted Trump was
I mean, can we stay on?
because he's a man.
Can we stay on? I would like this. What did you just say?
I said part of the reason, meaning Trump is only better Trump because he's a man.
Okay.
So you see, he literally thinks the man version of Trump would be a better leader than the woman version of Trump, indicating that the only reason he sees a difference in how good the leader is predicated off of the gender. It's not predicated off any other characteristic.
You just
Do you mind if I
stated the
hop
word
in here?
only. No, you said
Starbucks,
the word only.
you're-
That's not true.
I'd like to clarify here.
Yeah.
So once again, your reasoning insofar as why you think men are better at leading than women is because they're less likely to make decisions with their emotions. Okay. I've given you, right, a lot of reasons why that's false. I've given you reasons why the inverse is true. I would now like you to provide me with reasons insofar as why your claim is true. So provide me with evidence that men.
I told you I
typically less
can't
emotional,
provide you with
logical.
evidence. I'm not a scientist, but I just know facts that women mostly based, not mostly, but most times, not most times I should say, women base their decisions on emotion much more often than men.
Okay, so you are fully admitting that you don't have any evidence for your claim, and this is when I'd like you to start considering the other, like the inverse of your claim, right? Because I could actually provide you plenty of evidence for what you're saying. Bunny, thank you for the hand arts. Like for instance, one of the reasons that I believe women are less likely to use emotions within their decision-making processes compared to men is because of violent crime rates. Okay, so men commit 92% of violent crimes, even violent crimes that aren't predicated on being physically stronger, like cyberbullying with threats of violence online. Anyone can do that, but we see men doing it significantly more than women, even though they have higher socioeconomic standards on average, which most of the times is supposed to make you less disposed to committing violent crimes. Okay, right? And then also like self-unaliving, men commit 83% of self-unalivings, which once again we typically hold to see that we typically expect that within like marginalized communities with less opportunity, communities with less wealth, right? We'd see a positive correlation between those attributes and higher suicidality statistics. However, we see men committing a disproportionate amount of self-unalivings, right? So that would also go against the grain. The same thing is going to be true within hard drug substance abuse to deal with unprocessed emotions. We see women possessing higher EQs and IQs, analytically speaking. We also see women outperforming men in the context of school, getting better grades with more degrees.
By the way, can I cut you off for a minute?
No, almost. And then one last thing. We know that women are literally biologically designed to deal with stress better than men. They have thicker dendrites in the context of their spine. The reason evolution has given them this ability is for childbirth. So in like understanding of all of these facts, it seems I am very justified in assuming that men operate more emotion. Meanwhile, you have literally no evidence that men operate less on.
Okay, by the way, you said a lot of true facts. I'm not denying that, women have better IQs. It's possible that during crazy situations, maybe women would be able to deal with them better, but leadership, you didn't really give any reasoning why women would be better at a leader.
So you said that men are better leading because they're less emotional within their decision-making processes. I gave you over like 10 empirical facts that would justify the position that women are less emotional within their decision-making processes.
That most of what you said had nothing to do with emotion.
Okay, yes, it absolutely did. Predisposition towards self-unaliving or committing violent crimes is directly correlated towards emotional expression. Same thing with EQ.
And by the way, I have another question.
No, don't just move on. Would you agree with me that your propensity to unalive yourself is highly correlated towards your emotional expression?
I disagree with that. I don't think that
Really?
most have to do with emotion. Yeah.
Really? So why do people, are you saying it's logical to unalive yourself?
No, I don't think it's logical. I think that...
Is it emotional or is it logical to self-unalive?
I think men deal with more stress than women, and that's a big factor of why...
Wait, I have a question.
Wait. Is stress and emotion? Oh, fuck, dude, we literally are clones, bro.
Clones.
Is stress and emotion? It depends on the situation. I think it has to do with it, yeah.
Stress is an emotion, okay? So you just said that men have a higher propensity
Men
to
are more
self-unalive
stressed.
because
I know they have more reasons to be stressed than women. Men are
That means that they're more emotional, right? Because stress is an emotion.
No, that doesn't mean. I said there's more reasons to be stressed. More reasons. If you want to define stress as emotion, they have more reasons to be emotional than women.
That's like such an insane claim, by the way.
No,
that's like such an insane claim.
What does that mean? Most men are breadwinners.
You don't think women have to be stressed about like living in a society where they have a higher propensity of being like violated or assaulted by a man?
Okay, give me a break. Do you think every woman that goes outside they're
92% of committers of violent crimes are men?
Okay, but
you can't dispute
average
that.
woman, my wife is not afraid to go outside, and my wife isn't afraid that she's going to get... I don't know what I could and what I can't say here, but...
Have you ever had to watch your drink at a bar?
No, never. You never had to. You didn't even think about that.
Thank you.
This is the first time you've thought about that in your life, dude.
Wait, hold on. We're talking about going out to a bar at 11 o'clock at night and there by yourself. Yeah, women have to watch themselves more than men. I'm talking about an average woman on an average day. Is every woman afraid to go outside? Are women, you want to say women are more afraid to go outside than men? Yeah, I agree with that. But like men deal with so much more stress than women have to deal with.
Why do men deal with more stress?
The reason why there's more suicide.
Hey, Starbucks, answer my question. Why do men have to deal with more stress?
Because they're the breadwinners. They're the one.
And why are they the breadwinners?
What?
And why are men the breadwinners?
because we're able to. Women are usually designed to watch their kids at home.
No. So the idea that men are supposed to go out, work, protect, and provide while the women stay at home and raise the kids, right? That's not predicated on the abilities and aptitudes of a man compared to that of a woman. That's
Don't give me
entirely
that.
predicated. Shut the fuck up while I speak. Thank you. That's wow, you listen. Good boy. That's entirely predicated upon traditionalism, upon the patriarchy, and upon the system that men have designed. Not what is innately ingrained into the abilities or aptitudes of men and women. Okay. Right. Like we know that women are just as able and even often outperform men within these quote unquote leadership and breadwinning positions. Okay. And it's not predicated on their abilities at all. And it's completely predicated on what is socially promoted or stigmatized by men.
Do you think women are better at watching their kids than men are?
Oh, yes, because women are more personable than men,
right?
Which was another quality that makes them better at leadership.
The society was designed in order for women to stay at home and watch their kids.
Oh, no, because now you're committing a fallacy. Just because women are better at raising the kids than men are doesn't mean that women aren't worse at breadwinning. Women clear! Not only are women more personable with a higher ability to connect to children, to connect to other humans, but women are also better at going out into the work fields, dominating in STEM-related fields, better at surgery, better at math, better at applying their intelligence in the context of school, better at getting degrees. Like, you understand that women clear. Like, that's just the fact. And
honestly,
then also,
it's just kind of like sad that you have to hold on to this idea that like men are like superior to women in terms of leading in order to like feel emasculated. Mm-hmm. So for you not to feel emasculated.
I didn't do that at all. It could be that
favor the galaxy.
You just named examples of being a surgeon, and it could be that women are better at being a surgeon than men. But I'm talking about your average job, or your average guy would most likely be better in the field.
What field?
I'm saying right now, I have a kid, right?
What field are you talking about?
Oil field.
Oil field. Maze, thank you for the sunglasses. Better at working on an oil rig?
Yeah. I'm just giving you an example. I could give you I can name 10 other ones. What about a mechanic? You think women are better at being a mechanic than men?
I don't think that there's going to be one gender that's.
What about lifting weights? Let's say a job which requires.
Hey Anna, thank you for the $6.50 on Venmo.
A job which requires lifting weights. Do you think women are better than men?
So yeah, men are going to be stronger on average than women. Is that what makes men better at leading?
No, that's not what I'm stating.
So then what the fuck are you stating?
No, I'm stating that women are designed to stay at home and watch the kids.
Because men are physically stronger.
Women are not designed to stay at home and watch the kids. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I just want to clarify. I just want to clarify. Stop talking. I just want to clarify. So your argument is literally men are physically stronger on average, therefore women are designed to stay at home and watch the kids?
No, you just gave one example.
So then what the fuck is your argument? I'm continuing to ask you what your argument is. I'm continuing to shut the fuck up while I'm speaking. I'm continuing to try to drill it down and figure out what the hell you're saying, right? And then every single time you give me anything and I try to construct it into an argument for you, all of a sudden it's like, no, that's not my argument. So what the hell is your argument? Why are women designed to stay at home and watch the kids? Sid, thank you for the $20 donation on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love, Sid. Everybody show some love to Sid down below in the comment section. Thank you so much, Sid.
Can we agree that women are better than watching kids than men?
You could say women in typical are better at those types of things than men. That does not mean that they're designed to go and do that. That's a ridiculous claim to make. Sale, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Doesn't make any sense.
I believe
and then if anything,
men were designed to go out and
I think that's because of socialization, because men are not like socialized to be emotionally intelligent.
Yeah, and then also you understand saying that women are better at raising kids, connecting with others, having empathy and being emotionally intelligent, like is also a virtue that we'd see be present in a good leader.
Okay, I believe that women are designed to stay at home and watch the kids.
Who are they designed by?
Men are designed to.
Who are they designed by? Who are they designed by?
From day one. That's what when God created the world. That's what
by God. Okay.
Here, let me ask him this question: do you think leaders within politics typically should have more empathy?
To women?
No, I'm just asking. Do you think they should typically have more empathy? Do you think it's a good trait for a leader within politics to have more empathy?
Abby, thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate you.
I'm not to our enemies. No, I'm not understanding the question.
More empathy for American citizens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good for them to have more empathy for American citizens. Who's more likely to have more empathy?
Okay, so you're giving me an example of what women
Answer the
are better
question.
to
Wait,
do.
who
I agree.
is?
Okay, I agree. Women are generally, they'll probably give more empathy than men. I agree with that.
So that's a trait like specifically related toward being a political leader. So what type of leader
No,
are you
that's not
referencing?
true. Being a leader has nothing to do. I mean, it has partial to do with empathy. So you're right. In that aspect, women would probably be better. But
What are the biological? So you just said that God designed men and women to provide different like functions to
Yeah.
society. So okay, just assuming that God designed men to be better at leading, what was the differences in his designs? What are the biological distinctions between men and women that make men better at leading? What are the differences within how God designed men and women that make men better?
By the way, Park, what you stated about empathy, I agree. I think women will have more empathy, and that's why they're designed to stay at home with their kids. They'll have
That does not mean you're designed to sit home. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? What the hell?
I just want not Mike Starbucks to answer my question. Okay, let's assume that you're right. Okay, let's just assume that God designed men to go out, lead, and protect and provide, and God designed women to stay at home and raise the kids. So that means that God designed men and women differently, okay, within their anatomy, within their biology. Okay, so what are the biological differences within how God designed men and women that gives men and women these different capabilities and purposes?
I think the biggest factor is emotion. I think
I asked you for a biological difference. Emotion is not a biological difference. We're going to be talking about differences within one's neuroanatomy, difference within one's physiology, difference within one's, like fucking anything biological, not just the word emotions. Give me something biological.
I have no answer for that. I don't
that's
know.
your issue.
I think emotion is our biggest thing. I don't know why you.
But
why
you
does it
can't,
need to
you
be
can't
biological?
you can't justify that women have higher levels of emotion than men, right? In fact, I've refuted and disproved it.
I'm not sure how you did that, but okay.
Yes, I did, right? Because men are more likely to deploy
you said
emotions within their
women are more likely
decision-making
not to commit
processes.
suicide than men.
So
That
once
doesn't
again, my
prove
argument
that
was
the definition
men are
because I had
more
an
like
answer to that.
one second. Once again, men are more likely to deploy emotions within their thought processes, right? And the evidence for this is going to be a higher disposition towards self-unaliving, a higher disposition towards violent
That's
crime.
not true, though. That's not evidence.
Can I ask him a question real quick? Like, why don't you say women?
Say women, not women. Good point. And then, okay, right.
Like,
so I have a question: is violent crime emotional or
Parker,
logical?
where are you getting at? I don't get it.
Is violent crime?
You say woman? That's like singular. Do you know the
Okay.
difference between woman and woman?
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Is violent crime emotional or logical?
I think it's both factors.
Explain to me how violent crime is logical.
Sometimes things get to the better of us, and when men believe that this is the right thing to do, or sorry, not men, when someone believes it's the right thing to do, that they will do it, whether it's wrong or right. So,
But is that describing how it? Would you say that that's irrational? Like it's always irrational to like commit a unjust violent crime?
Yeah,
It's never logical to do that, right?
right. That I agree.
Right. So it's emotional to do that, right? It's a very emotional, irrational.
So
thing to do.
I agree, but
Okay,
sometimes
let's stop there. Let's stop there. So
Okay.
we could agree that doing violent crimes is a very emotional, irrational thing to do. So my question to you is, if women are more emotional and more irrational than men, why do they only commit 8% of violent crimes?
because I think men put themselves in a position to create these crimes.
Like what?
Meaning,
Like they put themselves in that position because they are more likely to engage in emotional and irrational things. Like that's evidence for my claim. All right, because if women were truly more emotional, more
women are
irrational
usually
than
mostly
men,
home.
we would expect to see more women in these positions.
If women were the breadwinners, they would put themselves in that position of committing crimes. I think the reason why.
So are you saying that within the work fields that 92% of workers are men and 8% are women? No, it's about 50-50. Okay, so no, your hypothesis that women stay at home and don't work, right?
I
and
believe
that's
the
why
world
men
would
commit a
be a better
disproportionate
place
amount of
if
violence.
everyone-
1 second, shut up. Your hypothesis is that men commit 92% of these crimes because women are staying at home not working. Okay? In the work fields, it's about 50-50 men and women. So why do they only commit 8% of violent crimes?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question.
Do you see how that disputes your hypothesis that they're more emotional and irrational? Because if they're truly more emotional and irrational, it makes no sense that men would commit 92% of violent crimes, which we agreed was something both emotional and irrational.
I disagree with the fact that creating violent crimes has everything to do with emotion and nothing to do with logic.
Actually, you did agree to that. There's nothing logical.
No, I didn't agree to that.
Crimes. So what is you did agree to it. You're just an emotional, irrational man, and you forgot when you agreed with me that there's nothing logical about violent crimes. You absolutely did agree. Would you like to dispute that? Okay, fine. Tell me what's logical about unjust violent crimes. You can't do that because you know that there's nothing logical about that. You know there's nothing rational about that. It's all emotional, right?
I disagree with that. I don't know the correct term.
So what's logical about unjust violent crimes?
I believe most men believe that, they. Honestly, I don't have an answer to the question.
Yeah, because there is nothing logical. See what I mean? You can't even answer the question, right? If you can't even answer the question, and theoretically,
if I can't answer the question, so we should just assume that it has everything to do with emotion, or should we like prove?
We could absolutely justify that. See, unjust violent crimes can never be logically explained, or else they wouldn't be unjust. Okay, unless they wouldn't be a crime. Okay, right? So we know that just out of virtue of the fact that they're unjust, that we can't logic our way to a conclusion that it is anything but. All right, so when we see people doing these things out of virtue of the fact that they're unjust, they're not logical, they're not rational to do, okay? It's not logical to do bad things. It's not logical to do unjust, violent things like decapitating people, murdering people, schmooting up a school. None of those things are logical. Do you disagree? You'd have a hard time explaining to us the logic behind, like, kidnapping a child, graping them, and throwing their body in the desert, right? There's no logic behind that. There's no logic behind P3diophilia. There's no logic behind domestic violence, right? He left.
He's so scared, so very scared. Tree, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. Appreciate Keely. Thank you for the $5. Madeline, thank you so much for the 50 cents. Claire's, thank you for the $2. Brittany, thank you for the 5. Sydney, thank you for the $1. I appreciate it.
That physically pained me, Parker.
Yeah, I know.
It was a bad guess.
That was a bad guess. Good start, huh?
40 minutes, 6.4K total views.
That's how bad it's been.
Is it worth?
You have like 70-80%.
Is it worth a restart?
I think we need to make new accounts, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, I saw the last live on this account. I was at 11% following. Might as well try a restart,
Try a restart then.
Yeah, do you want to come back?
Yeah, we'll come back.
Cool. All right. For the 2.3 thousand people watching, we're going to try a quick restart. Don't know what's going on with the stream today. It's a little bit odd, but everybody just click on my account, click into my account, and then come right back up. I'll see all of you
Gina,
guys
thank you for the $4. Thank you, Gina.
super duper shortly. I'll see you all. Just, come right back in. So, yeah, see you all in a engaging. That's all you got to do. You just got to spam the comment section, spam the likes, spam the shares. Seriously, just start spamming random sentences down below. I mean, it's going to work. It's going to be great. It's going to work wonders. It's going to be marvelous. It's going to be phenomenal, quite frankly. That's right. That's right. But yeah, we're going to go and get our first guest up of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see who we got. We're going to go and load up Everett as our first guest of the night. Make sure if you're in the queue that you do indeed think that men are better at leading than women. We are just looking for debates.
Shit.
Hello, Everett. How old are you?
Hey, man. I turned 18 2 months ago.
Great. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I do, but I definitely want to start with this. The point that you made against Mr. Starbucks, that if you had a gun to your head and you had to pick one, you would. I feel the same way, but I do think men instead of women.
So why are men better at leading than women?
I thought that was an excellent point. Just from, I kind of want to define something real quick. What do you mean by leading? Like, what's the answer you're looking for when you say leading? Like, an army or like a country, or what do you mean here?
If we want to use a real world example, we'll just use the president of our country.
Okay. I'll start with this. I think that different people definitely have different examples of what a good leader is.
Well, that's the point of these discussions, because I want to know why you think men are better at leading than women in accordance with what you think a good leader is. So please tell us why you think men are better.
I think a good leader is authoritative, and I think that men definitely are better at that. I think women are more empathetic and collaborative, and I think that if you were to look for that,
Was Hitler a good leader?
absolutely. Was Hitler? Absolutely not.
Okay, well, he's one of the most authoritative leader that we have in like modern history. Was MLK a good leader?
There's always going to be a far though. There's
Everett
far
was
left,
Everett
right?
was MLK a good leader?
Absolutely.
He's a really good example of a collaborative
I think so. I think so
non-authoritative
too.
leader.
I think so
I
too.
don't know if being like more authoritative made you a better leader. Like we'd expect to see under your worldview MLK being a bad leader, Hitler being a good leader, in accordance with other examples as well. Typically, like the worst leaders that we could name all throughout history are never more collaboratively focused. They're always more authoritatively focused. I mean, think people like Mao Zedong, think people like leaders of the USSR, Stalin, think people like Mussolini, think people like Hitler. Would you be able to name like a significantly historically bad leader that was more focused on collaborative and communal efforts of furthering them and their people compared to being authoritarian?
Like a leader that would.
Like
Sorry,
a really bad leader from history that was definitely the furthest thing from being authoritarian, because that's what we'd expect following your logic.
Lenin.
Lenin? I know nothing about Lenin. Chat, was Lenin an authoritarian?
I'll say this. There's always going to be a far side to something.
Let's let the historians in the chat answer.
Okay.
Let's let the historians in the chat answer. Yes. Okay. According to the chat, Lenin was an authoritarian.
I don't believe so. I definitely want to say this. I think that there's always going to be a far side to everything. So you can always take you can always take a good thing and make it a bad thing. You can always take a bad thing and make it a good thing. So I mean, just by that logic, you can be too authoritarian, absolutely, and that's where we get people like Hitler.
No, but what we see is that all bad leaders throughout history that are like historically important are all authoritarians. Okay, like you couldn't even give me like one example of a non-authoritarian, very bad leader that was more focused on those collaborative efforts. Lenin was definitely not focused on those collaborative efforts. Lenin was an authoritarian.
Do you think MLK wanted to be a leader?
Yes.
No, I don't think that he wanted to. What he was fighting for. I don't think he wanted to ever be in that position. I don't think he
I
did.
absolutely disagree. If he didn't want to be in that position, knowing that position would lead to higher levels of racial equality for Black Americans, which inevitably led to him losing his life, I highly doubt that he would have been in that position. Okay, right? But that was completely off base. My point is that you're saying the more authoritarian you are, the more likely you are to be a good leader, and I feel like we've credibly disputed that just with the historicity of good and bad leaders. I'd say that the more you are focused on long-term diplomatic relationships with other countries, the more that you're focused on doing what is necessary to lead your people and yourself in a good direction, while also looking out for the overall, I don't know, greater good. All right, these are all good things to consider, and I don't know where to go from here, because you asserted a hypothesis and it's been historically disproven. I don't know if there is anywhere to go from here.
I have a question for you.
Why are you asking me a question? You asserted a hypothesis why men are better at leading than women, and it's been disproven with history.
It's because I think this is important to the debate. Do you think that there's a right answer to this question?
What do you mean by right answer? We're discussing our opinions, and we're seeing who's a better one that's more internally consistent, with more evidence, aka being more justified. I don't know. But the point is that your position is definitely less coherent than mine.
Maybe so. And I definitely agree with a lot of things you said there. But I think that if we're looking at it from a historical standpoint, we've had a lot of amazing female leaders. I think that they were advocates. I think that women are a lot better at
I appreciate
advocating.
you for being kind to me, but I want you to assert an argument, because you're not doing that.
I know I guess I agree with you.
Okay.
I guess I do. Maybe I just kind of wanted to say that there. I do concur.
All right. Well, I appreciate you for coming up, man. We're going to move on to our next guest. For the 1.7 thousand people hanging out with us in the live here today, guys, make sure that we're sharing out the live with a handful of friends. It looks like we went up to 1.7K super duper quickly, and then we just got capped. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't know what that means. What's up, Fish? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I do.
And why is that?
Because the world is misogynistic.
Is the world racist?
Racism exists, yes.
Are white people better at leading than black people?
No. But I think when it comes to...
So do you see how your logic fails? Do we understand that? My turn. He left.
Okay.
Oh no.
What's that so far?
I think the restart just fucked us over more. That's crazy. So 2.6K views in 7 minutes, and it's only gonna get worse. Richard, hey man, do you think that men are better at leading than women?
How are you doing? I believe so, yes.
Do you think that you could turn off your Bluetooth? I hear my voice coming out of a speaker in the background, and it's delayed. And
Oh, yeah, that's definitely what it is. One sec.
You see how cooked it is, Dean?
Hello?
What's that, Parker?
It's so cooked, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Hello?
Oh, hey, man, you're good now. So why do you think men are better at leading than women?
I got up for 3 today.
I believe it's this way because historically men have been conditioned to lead.
Okay, so they're just like, society teaches men that they need to lead, society doesn't teach women that, and that's why men are better at leading?
I believe at this point it's not so much teaching. I think it was already set for men to lead. At this point, they don't really teach men to lead because the system's already set. But I think
the system is set up in such a way where it's promoted for men to lead, stigmatized for women to lead, thereby men are better at leading than women. Is that what you're saying?
yes, I'm not, and it's a double-edged sword sort of kind of because women can lead because I've seen in relationships where the wife may be more intelligent or have advantages over the husband and bringing home the bacon or other matters. So women definitely can lead, but I believe sometime back in ancient history, maybe it's because of muscles, maybe because of testosterone, we were better hunters, better gatherers. I believe it became that way. But intellectually, I think it's...
Do you think white people are better at leading than black people because we live in a society which promotes white people into higher positions of leadership than black people and further stigmatizes marginalized communities such as black Americans from becoming leaders?
No, I would never say that because...
Great, so then we shouldn't say it about men and women either.
But that's the question.
I know, but we're disputing your logic. You're saying men better at leading than... One moment. You're saying men better at leading than women because it has been more promoted throughout history for men to lead and more stigmatized throughout history for women to lead. Thereby, according to your same logic, what would you respond to a white supremacist that walked up to you and said, white people better at leading than black people because it's been promoted throughout history for white people to lead and stigmatized throughout history for black people to lead? You guys are operating off of the same
I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying. And that's why I said it's a double-edged sword because intellectually it's an even playing field. I don't believe men are necessarily more intelligent, but when the world...
Well, one second, you didn't let me finish what I was saying.
Go ahead.
So if a white supremacist walked up to you and gave you that argument, would you dispute their principle and say, well, that's not a fair argument for you to make?
No, it's not. It's absolutely not.
Then it's not a fair argument for you to make either, because once again, you are operating off the same principle.
Of racism or misogynistic beliefs?
No, off of this bare line that misogyny means men are better at women, men at leading, like the logically analogous principle in the context of race would be, racism means white people are better at leading than black people, right? So we just completely toss that whole argument out the window. Do you understand conceptually what I'm saying? Chat, am I making myself clear? Chat, I don't, sometimes with these guests that like don't understand what I'm saying, it makes me like lose my damn mind because I feel like I'm explaining it as well as I can, and then it doesn't land. Okay, it seems like I'm clear.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeller.
That was a question for Chad, I guess.
Yeah, so I made my point. Seemingly it was clear. What's your response?
I said before, it's a double-edged sword. As far as intellect is concerned, yes, women can lead. But that's why I also made a point. The other edge is that back in ancient time, back in history, muscles is what ran the world. And I believe back then it was set up as such. But modern day, it's an even playing field because no technology.
So you think men and women are just as good of leaders now?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
yeah, but in times gone by.
So that's just like an insane thing to say. So like you're only saying because patriarchy was worse in the past and it discriminated against women insofar as it didn't let them get into positions of power.
Absolutely.
Which restricted their ability to be leaders.
Absolutely.
That has nothing to do with
1000%.
that has nothing to do with the women being worse leaders. It has everything to do with them being restricted from being in those positions.
Yeah, that's like the same point that I was describing. He just wasn't getting it. What's up, Joe? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I don't really have a formed opinion. I don't really agree with that. I just want to come up here and.
All right.
Seems like you can add up my main, by the way, and I can mute myself, and it might give us a little bit more push because it seems like we're getting some.
Yeah, okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like we need to go over the ground rules of the live once more, so here are the ground rules, y'all. If you are in the queue, make sure that you do indeed think that men are better at leading than women. We are just looking for debates with misogynists. I want to have full confidence that whoever I click on from my queue, that they will be a raging misogynist, quite frankly. And for the 2.8 thousand people in here, make sure that you are sharing this live out with your friends. Double tap it on that phone screen. It looks like we're finally getting a little bit of push. Let's see how far we could ride that roller coaster while we're getting our next guest up into the box. So we got Trump 2024 loading up in here. Hopefully Trump 2024. Are you a misogynist?
Yes.
All right. Why do you think men are better at leading than women?
What?
Because I think Parker moans when he wipes.
Okay. Did you write that in the fanfic yourself? Or did you just read it off of someone else's
nigger.
We apologize for the use of slurs, chat. Just don't even pay it mind. Don't react in the chat and move on. Let's go and see what our next guest is. Yeah, quite frankly, just moving on.
I blocked them.
Yep, moving on. Hello, Ralph. How old are you?
18.
18, phenomenal. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I think that, like, I don't know how to fully explain it, but I think that with what we've seen, like, throughout history, I mean, there hasn't been many strong female leaders when it comes to compared to how many strong male leaders there are. I don't think nowadays that it's such a big conversation. I think.
So are men better at leading than women or not?
From what I've seen, I'd say yeah.
And
I mean, I'd
that's
say
because there's more examples of men leaders throughout history than women leaders?
Well, yeah, but you can't just like tune out like the patriarchal thing because what? How come a woman president has never won?
Yeah, because of misogyny.
Well, that doesn't make sense. Half the country's women.
Wait, if we were to go back to 2007, what question would you ask?
What do you mean?
If someone in 2007 asked you if white people were better at leading than black people because we had never had a black president before, what would your response be?
Well, that's a good point, but I wouldn't say anything because I'm not pulling from.
I'm being so dead serious.
From U.S.
What would your
presidents. I'm
response
talking
be?
all throughout history.
And all throughout history, the same way, we've seen a disproportionate amount of men leaders that are men. We also see a disproportionate amount of leaders that are.
I have a good question.
Go for it.
Do you think that gay people are worse leaders because there hasn't been an openly gay president?
No, I wouldn't put words in my mouth either. I never said that.
No, but like you're just saying because they haven't had like a particular candidate that was president, that would indicate they have worse leaders?
No, I'm just saying that from what I've seen throughout history, there's more statistical reason for someone to believe that men are better leaders than women.
What statistical reason?
How many empires have been ruled under a woman compared to men?
How does that indicate that women are better leaders? Doesn't that just indicate women have only been haven't been allowed to be leaders?
Yeah, go ahead, Dean.
Respond to Parker's point, but after you respond to Parker's
point. What were you saying, Parker?
Doesn't that just mean that women haven't been allowed to be leaders? Not that women are worse leaders?
No, look at the British Empire under Queen Elizabeth compared to right before during the 1800s.
Okay, so what did she do that made it worse?
She just didn't have a ruling fist as a man would.
A ruling fist as a man? What do you mean by that? What does
men
that
are
even fucking mean?
men are made to be stronger leaders. That's been out throughout history. That's biblically. That's in every major.
Okay,
religion.
so what are the differences
biblically.
between what are the differences between men and women that make men better at leading?
The Bible says it.
Well, no, not just biblically. It's in the Torah. It's in.
So what are the differences?
That's in the Bible.
It's in the Quran.
Okay, what are the?
Well, no,
sir,
you can't say that the Bible is the Torah. The
No,
Bible.
Torah is in the Bible.
I'm asking.
Yes, in the New Testament. Okay, let's not get off track. I don't mean to get off track.
I'm asking a question. What are the differences between men and women that make men better at leading?
There's no genetic difference. It's just, from what I've experienced, I'm only 18 years old, but I'd say men are a lot more logical and less irrational and emotional than women are, which are traits of a better leader.
And less emotional. I would actually say that men are more emotional. Let's see if we could agree on something. Is violent crime logical or emotional?
That's not logical or emotional. Violent crime doesn't lead. There's no statistic that shows that violent crime is an emotional crime.
I'd absolutely say that violent crime is going to be predicated on emotional response to external stimuli. It's definitely not a logical one.
Wait, we could just ask him who's more likely to have a freak out rage at a bar.
Okay. I was going to run through 2 points there. I think like the overwhelming point of what I wanted to assert was that violent crime is going to be an action that is indicative of a low level of emotional regulation. All right. Would you agree with me there?
Well, I feel like we're getting off topic.
We're not getting off topic.
Okay.
I could represent perfectly to you why these things are relevant. But you agree with me that violent crime, right, is an action indicative of a low level of emotional regulation?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, women also commit violent crime.
Okay, just one moment. Would you also agree that self-unaliving is an action that's indicative of a low level of emotional regulation or just a high level of emotion?
High level of emotion.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So men commit 92% of violent crimes and men commit 83% of self-unaliving. So it is the case, right, that just using these two empirical data points, we could absolutely assert and suggest the hypothesis that men have either higher levels of emotion or a lower level of emotional regulation within their decision-making processes.
So you're saying that women are better leaders because they're less emotional?
No, I don't think that we can make a generalization of one's leadership aptitudes on the basis of their gender identity. I'm simply suggesting that your hypothesis is false. If we had to qualify which gender out of the two, right, had a better proclivity towards emotional regulation within their decision-making processes, I'd say it'd probably be women.
Agree to disagree. I don't think that there's...
I've suggested evidence for my hypothesis being true and your hypothesis being false.
Well, my hypothesis is based off of historical evidence. My hypothesis is based off of...
And we've already disputed
how
this.
many strong
do you think that white people...
prosperous male leaders there has been compared to female leaders.
Do you think that white people specifically are more logical and less emotional than black people? Because it is the case that we've seen a disproportionate amount of white leaders on the global scale throughout history, and a very smaller.
All right, repeat that question again. The black and white question.
Yeah, we see a disproportionate amount of white leaders throughout the context of history in comparison to their overall representation in the populace, same thing would be true, but the inverse in context of black people. So, do you think that white people?
Okay, I'm not talking that. There has been an abundance of black leaders. I'm not speaking on U.S. presidents. I'm talking about throughout world history.
I'm talking about throughout world history too.
Okay, there has not been way more white leaders than black leaders.
I'm speaking disproportionately so. Even if we want to look at like kingdoms ruled by black leaders in the context of Africa, right, and like the last 500 to 1,000 years, what happened? I mean, the white people came in, fucking colonized and destroyed them and stole all their resources, right? So if we were to follow your logic, right, we'd lead to the conclusion that white people are better at leading than black people. But of course, we know that's false.
No, look at the
high levels of racism.
Look at
One moment. Look at very high levels of racism. Look at very high levels of anti-black racism. Right, and we know that historically speaking, white Europeans have had access to more resources than black people, disproportionately so. But following your logic, that simply yield the conclusion that white people are better at leading than black people, right? And I mean, if you want to give a specific example of a black leader throughout history that did well, we could do the same thing with women, right? Joan of Arc, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria. I mean, for instance, England has never prospered to a higher level than it did under Queen Victoria. But I guess the overwhelming focus of my claim here is that we're simply looking at proportionalities right? It is a case that there's been a disproportionate amount of white leaders even on the global scale.
Can you hear me now? Am I unmuted?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, but I'd still just say that, like, I feel like, or from what my point I'm trying to make is that I don't think that race plays into it. I just think that men are better at leading than women are there's an abundance of white leaders over black.
There is, right? Anti-black racism has existed on the global scale, right? It's the case that we've seen this throughout history, especially today. There's an overabundance of white leaders, ill representative of the representation of the overall populace, and this has been historically true.
Look
right?
at Egypt. Look at the Persians. Look at
go look at Germany and the UK. 2 women leaders. The point is disproportionality. Just naming like 1 or 2 like black leaders is not going to prove your point. It's about the proportionality. We see this within Fortune 500 companies as well. 95% of Fortune 500 CEOs are white, 5% are black. Right? If we were to follow your logic, white people would literally be better at leading companies than black people because of that disproportionate statistic. But obviously, we know that's false too. Right? Obviously.
Well, what about worldwide?
What about worldwide? Yeah, that is worldwide, buddy. Fortune 500 companies are worldwide.
So then I'd have to agree with that point.
So you think that white people are better at leading companies than black people?
I'm not trying to say it in a bigoted way, but I'm saying statistically.
Percent of surgeons are men. That men are better at surgery than women.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, well, so that's a funny one. So the American Medical Association and the Journal of the American Medical Association did a worldwide study over the course of 14 years on 1.4 million patients in 6 continents. Female surgeons outperform male surgeons to a significant degree. If you're operated on by a woman in comparison to a man, you're less likely to die as a result of your surgery.
Well, that's also because
one moment. And you're less likely to experience negative postoperative outcomes. So we literally know that women surgeons outperform men surgeons, even though they'd account for a minority of the representation in the field. And this fact alone absolutely disputes your hypothesis. What it demonstrates is that dominance within a field is not sufficient evidence to believe that the class of people that are dominating are better in the field.
Samantha, think of the $5, and Janine, think of the $3. Thank you so much.
With the surgeon thing you're saying, like if there's more male surgeons, then there's going to be a lot more bad surgery done. If you have an abundance of one thing, there's also a lot of bad. So back to that point, if there's an abundance
we're
of male
not just going to braze over that because you're forgetting about statistics. We qualify for things like that. It's proportionally speaking. Of course, there's going to be many more negative outcomes by male surgeons compared to female surgeons if there's more male surgeons than female surgeons. But
exactly.
Of course, the study as conducted by the American Medical Association is going to account for that, and it's going to be a propensity or proportionality. Like it is statistically speaking, for every male surgeon compared for every female surgeon, you're more likely to experience bad outcomes from the male than
per
the
capita.
female.
Do you know what per capita is?
This is very basic, like statistics that Parker could help explain to you.
No, I understand. So what you're saying is, with that all put into form, it statistically shows women are better surgeons than men?
Yes.
Yes.
Then I'll agree that women are better surgeons than men.
Yes, but what this demonstrates is that your hypothesis, if a group A of people dominates in a field compared to group B of people, they are literally better at performing, right? It shows that principle is insufficient to demonstrate, right, that group A is actually outperforming group B. Do you understand what I say? Do I need to rephrase that?
No, I get that. No, I understand what you're saying, yeah.
Right? So, and that's the principle you're using to justify that men are better at leading than women. All that you're saying is group A men, right, have been more prevalent within leadership positions than group B women. Therefore, group A men are better at leading than group B women, right? But that principle has been demonstrated by me, by Parker, and accepted by you as being insufficient to demonstrate that men are actually better at leading than women. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not opposed to like a female president. I'm not at all.
Okay. You just conceded the Parker. Did he just concede the argument?
Did you vote for Kamala Harris? Yes, he did. Did you vote for Kamala Harris?
No, I voted for Donald Trump.
Of course.
What do you mean, of course? I live in Massachusetts. I live in a very liberal state. I just prefer Donald Trump over Kamala.
Kamala, why? Sorry, I don't want to make it political, Dean.
Why? I'm not a fan of her immigration policies. That's the big one. I mean, I come from two Brazilian parents who moved here legally and are now U.S. citizens. I don't agree with.
Did you know that Donald Trump called people in Congress to undermine a bipartisan border bill?
I could not understand a word you just said. You spoke too fast.
Did you know that Donald Trump called people in Congress to undermine a bipartisan border bill?
Go crazy on his ass. Make it political. I'm going to go pee real quick. I'll be right back.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, so that actually had specifically more funding to build the wall, right? Which specifically would have built more wall than Trump ever built under his administration. It would have limited the amount of people coming to the country, it would have increased the amount of border agents and made the asylum process go faster, so it takes not as long to go through and process all these different asylum claims, which then disincentivizes people to come here if they have invalid asylum claims.
Kamala did that?
Yeah, that's what she was advocating for. And Donald Trump called people in Congress to undermine the bill. She was working with people who were Trump-endorsed Republicans, and Donald Trump called people in Congress to undermine the bill because he didn't
needs to finalize any of their last
on the border being an issue than actually fundamentally fixing conditions at the border. And that's actually what led to these particular conditions happening under the Biden-Harris administration, as it is the case that it's been over a year and a half, since they wanted to implement the bipartisan border bill.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point, but the way I see it is the border was more secure under Trump, and
I know you use like level 1 logic, introduce nuance and critical thought, and you'll recognize that your thought processes are faulty, right? And that's what Tucker's doing right now. He's introducing that further second level of like critical thought and examination, right, of fact, and like he's using that second level of critical thought and examination of fact to like disprove like your belief.
I mean, I'm not changing my beliefs at all. I'm just here to debate. Like this is a very forward-thinking conversation I'm having here.
You're not changing.
You guys
your
are making
beliefs
great
at all,
points. I'm not just being like
demonstrated.
No, you're wrong.
Like that's a problem. Like they're saying that you will not change what you believe in, even if there's a potentiality that more evidence will be suggested that you're wrong. Is like very irrational. That's very bad to do.
Can you give me 5 reasons why I should have voted for Kamala Harris?
Go for it,
Kamala? A bipartisan infrastructure bill, Chips and Science Act, PACT Act, Inflation Reduction Act, right? And then she raised private funds to reduce the likelihood of people coming here in the first place through the and then advocated for a bipartisan border bill. Those are the 5 good reasons.
Okay. All right. Well, I got to go do some homework, so have a good night.
Yeah, hey, for the 4.6 thousand people hanging out with us in here in the stream today, guys, make sure that we're double tapping away on that phone screen. We're going to go and get our next guest up to debate right now, y'all. But seriously, y'all, make sure that we are double tapping, make sure that we're sharing. Let's try to break through the shadow ban together. So yeah, everybody, make sure that we're double tapping. Parker, I'll respond to your text in about 3 minutes. I'm just updating the background, and then I'll respond to your text. What's up, BL? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Well, I just.
How old are you? How old are you?
Fetus.
Okay, I'm 7.
Yeah. We're gonna move on to our next guest, Frank. All right, I want to go over the ground rules of the live once again. All right, make sure that you think men are better at leading than women. If you don't think that, the queue's not the place for you to be. Hang out in the chat, hang out in the Discord. The only reason you should be hanging out in the queues if you indeed do think that men are better at leading than women. Let's see if Frankie Poo followed the rules. Hello, Pookie. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I think they tend to be.
All right, so why do you think men are better at leading than women?
Well, I think, I don't know, maybe the society we grow up in leads us to go through certain paths in life. And I think, in general, I think it's true to say that women are less confrontational, like on average, right? Not to say a woman can't be a good leader, but usually they're not.
Yeah, so no, I just want to clarify on that. You're saying that women are less confrontational on average. Yeah, the reason that is because men drive their decision-making processes with emotion more than logic compared to women, right? So we'd expect women to be less confrontational due to a more logic.
Why do you say that?
Decision-making process compared
to men. Do you know that?
Yeah, I'd say that we have an overabundance of evidence to suggest that's the case. Like apart from readily accessible like averages and IQ and EQ scores, we'd also just see it empirically true in society. Like men are more likely to commit violent crime, self-unalive, abuse hard drugs.
I'm sure that contributes. Do you think that's the main leading factor as to why women don't feel comfortable leading?
No, that was I wasn't even talking about leadership. I was talking about the reason why you said they're worse at leading, that being lower disposition towards confrontation. But I think that is just because they drive their decisions with more logic than emotion compared to men, and that's why men are more confrontational, right? It's because they don't understand the long-term repercussions of confrontation, how it could lead to negative consequences and outcomes for themselves, right? Because they're more likely to drive their decision-making processes off of their emotion, right? But that fact alone probably is a bad quality of the man that makes them worse at leading than women.
You think men are more emotional than women?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything to like back that? Is that like a thing?
Yeah,
I know
for
men
sure.
get angry, right? Like
There's
that's
there's so many like empirical stats anywhere in society. It's always clear. Like, first of all, just proclivity.
Just go on to Dean Withers Live.
Yeah, dude. Just look at me. I'm crashing out all the time, buddy, and I'm a man. Okay, right? But I guess like the point is like there's a high proclivity towards irrational, risk-adverse behaviors. Examples: gambling, drunk driving, reckless driving. There's a higher proclivity towards emotionally driven irrational behaviors, crimes, violent crimes, self-unaliving, hard drug, substance abuse, and these are like just all like a preponderance of societal.
Sure, men are more aggressive. They're higher. They're more predisposed to do more risky actions. But that's not a causation argument. That's a correlation argument. You're saying that men have more. They have more emotion because of that, because they're more likely to get in car accidents.
And all the data in society would drive the fact that men are more likely to make decisions based upon emotion compared to logic compared to women. And then also you said that sure, men are more aggressive. Sure, men are more emotional in the context of aggression. That's what you just said. Because once again, aggression is an emotion. Right? And like, can you give me your reason why you believe women are more emotional than men? I doubt you'd be able to give me any.
I think women usually are better at integrating socially, right? Like, I don't know. I don't really know any of the stats, right? But I just feel like women are like more social creatures, right? Like for example, women with autism, they I read this somewhere that they're like better at integrating socially, and they're like more capable of hiding their autism than like a male, for example.
Oh, I don't understand the relevance of the point. Let me ask you a question. Who's more sociable? You are a really good leader.
Sociable, what does that mean?
Yeah, ability to socialize with others. Who's better at socializing with others?
A leader.
You are a really good leader.
Probably a leader, no?
So that's a trait that we'd expect to see in leaders. So in other words, you just gave me one reason why women are better at leading than men.
True. Yeah. But what did you say? Confrontation is a very important one. Maybe you're saying that they don't have it because of men, sure, but
no, I think that women could actually. I think that women are absolutely like. So when you say that men are more confrontational on average than women, you're implicitly assuming that means that they're like turned away from like rational confrontation, which I disagree with. I don't think that you'd be able to justify that women are predisposed and more adverse towards rational confrontation, or in other words, necessary confrontation than men. I don't think that's true at all. I think that we have so much evidence to suggest it's false. Just think about a woman with her babies. Okay, right? Obviously, if confrontation is necessary for a woman, or it's conducive towards some rational outcome, such as the safety and well-being of her children, we will absolutely see a woman be confrontational, right? But the overwhelming point is the reason why we see this general statistic, men are more predisposed towards confrontation than women, is because of like irrational confrontation, like bar fights, like shooting and unaliving someone for no reason. Like tribalism, etc. Like that's why we see that general statistic, not because women are adverse towards like rational or necessary confrontation.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any evidence, right? I'm gonna work off like anecdotal evidence, but like anecdotally, right? Maybe you could tell me like I'm like willing to change my mind if you could like somehow point me towards a stat. But like let's say I'm in a room like in a meeting, if there's like a woman there, I think she's unlikely to step up in comparison to the men every single time, right? Like in a meeting, they're talking about, we're gonna do this for the company, and if you don't do this or that, does anybody have any questions? Do you want to da-da-da-da-da? Like I just feel like in any normal environment, women are just less likely to be confrontational. Like, for example, Kamala is a leader, right? Kamala is a confrontational individual.
Kamala.
She's a confrontational individual. She was a prosecutor.
I actually think that we see more historical examples of women leading necessary and just confrontation compared to men. Think about the suffragettes, for instance. Think about suffragettes. Think about pushes from feminism, right, today and historically speaking, right, to achieve a greater end in the recognition that confrontation is necessary. I think that women have no adversity or qualms with engaging in necessary or rational confrontation, right? And that is what you'd have to isolate with. Because, like, obviously, right, confrontation on its own is not always a good thing. In fact, confrontation can be a bad thing. If we just choose someone to be president on their proclivity to confrontation, who knows, we might choose someone that is going to launch a fucking nuke at Russia just because they hate Putin and they want to confront him. Okay, and that's obviously a very bad thing. Confrontation is always good. So, if you want to justify your hypothesis here, you have to isolate for rational and necessary confrontation and give me evidence or reason to believe that men are more likely to engage in that kind of confrontation than women. And if you can't make that isolation, well, then it is a case that you don't have an argument.
Could you steel man my argument?
I just did. I absolutely just steel man your argument. You're saying that men are better at leading than women due to the fact that they're more confrontational on average. The steel man to your position is A, right? You'd have to isolate for neurological predispositions to justify that this is going to be done via some biological sexual dimorphism between men and women, not because of societalization of men and women.
That is impossible.
And then B, once you could do that, you would then have to suggest an isolation for rational and necessary confrontation compared to irrational confrontation, which could be a negative quality for leadership. And because you can't do either of those two things, the argument is effectively cooked.
So it's impossible to prove the argument.
Yeah. Because like the data doesn't exist. Because men aren't more likely to engage in this type of like rational confrontation.
It's impossible to find proof for the argument because we can't find those traits, those dimorphic traits in individuals. Like right now, is that not true? Like, can we not just we're going to analyze these brains? Oh, men and women tend to be different in these places, right? That's not necessarily possible. We just have to work off studies and work off averages and where things tend to go, right?
Word salad, Parker. How do you feel? Is that a word salad? Do you get that?
I didn't really get it, but you're just you're not arguing is that like you have good enough reason. You're just arguing that I don't have the ability to do what's necessary to be able to establish something that's most likely to be the case. You're just saying, I just feel like it.
Yeah.
And because I can't establish it any further than that, it's okay.
Yeah, and at the bare minimum, all that I'd ask of you is to demonstrate that men are more likely to engage in rational and necessary confrontation, because that's the only type of confrontation that could possibly be considered a good quality of a leader.
Can you demonstrate that women are capable of that?
No, because I'm not making the positive claim that women are better at leading than men. In fact, I'd say that being a man or being a woman is not sufficient information to dictate if you're better at leading.
You were.
No, I don't think. I think that saying men are better at leading than women, or saying that women are better at leading than men, is like the same thing as saying that people with blue eyes are better at leading than people with green eyes. It's just it doesn't give you sufficient information to make that dictation, and the generalizations are generally faulty and false.
Would you not say that socially women are taught to be less likely to be leaders than men?
Yeah. Society promotes men to be leaders and stigmatizes women to be leaders, meaning that men will be taught to be leaders to a higher level than women. That doesn't make them better at leading. The same thing's true between the dynamic of white people and black people. Would you say that white people are better at leading than black people? Probably not. Thereby, just because there's these classes of oppressors, right, that are taught to a higher degree to be in these positions of leadership because that burden is placed on them by themselves, doesn't mean that they're actually better at fulfilling the role.
So we do live in a society, right? And there's going to be more men who try to pursue leadership roles, and then women are not going to pursue so many leadership roles. So we're probably going to see more men who are better leading than women. Not to say that they're just inherently better, but because we live in a society that pushes men to become leaders. No.
So do you think that white people are better at leading than black people?
No.
But why? Because white people account for a disproportionate amount of presidents, leaders, and institutions, such as Fortune 500 CEOs, right? There's systemic racism, in which would offer better education to white people.
What was the claim? What was
leaders.
What did you ask?
But of course, you still don't think that white people are better at leading than black people, and I agree, they're not, right? And that's why your argument about men and women is faulty, because that is what you're arguing.
Well, maybe you could argue they tend to be, not that they're inherently better, right?
So you think that white people tend to be better at leading than black people?
Because of systemic racism, they're going to be disadvantaged individuals. So, and like, I'm gonna have to like bite like the bullet. You're gonna try to make me look like a racist, but like, yeah,
because it is racist.
How is that racist?
It is absolutely racism.
It's not inherent to their traits.
Leading than black people.
It's not inherent to their traits. Like a black person is just as much capable as a white person to be a leader, right?
Well, you understand that like Charlie Kirk does the same thing with like quote unquote black culture. Like black culture, quote unquote, isn't like inherent to black people. But then Charlie Kirk will make the argument that black culture is so destructive and so bad and so terrible and all these bad things, right? Just because, right, you're instantiating that this isn't inherent to black people, the fact that you're still making the generalization that white people are better at leading is still racism.
Do you think that a culture could be better than another culture?
I think that any argument made...
What type of pivot was that?
Yeah. First, that's a pivot. And like, secondly, I think that any argument made to like demonize the culture of black Americans to reflect on them, their abilities or aptitudes is racist. Right.
Like, would you not say that?
But I wanted to stay on topic. I don't want to have a conversation about culture. I want to have a conversation insofar as how, right, your argument would ultimately be false, and white people are not better at leading than black people, and you know the synonymous argument in the lens of men and women is also false.
I guess it's just the way you see it, right? It's like, do women tend to be better, or do men tend to be better? Like, statistically speaking, are there more people who are better at leading than women? Would you say that's true? That there are more men who are better at leading than women now in a society, and that's what we have now, right?
I don't even think if there was that you should operate on that as your basis. We'd be operating on for like proportionality. Like for instance, like there's probably more men surgeons that are quote unquote better than women surgeons just because of raw numbers. But like per capita proportionately, women surgeons outperform men surgeons, right? And you'd have to demonstrate that same per capita proportionality to be true of like leadership abilities. But I don't think you'd be able to do that.
I could agree with that. Proportionality would make me better. But yeah, okay. I guess we don't really disagree on anything.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you for coming up, Frank.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, Parker, I'm talking a bit. I'll let you take the next one. I feel bad.
You're good. You're good. Don't worry.
All right, we're gonna move on to our next guest. You guys, if you do want to support me or Parker, our Venmos, PayPal's, Cash Apps, they are all in the bio, y'all. We get 100% of the proceeds on this platform, so go straight to us. You could even attach your name in a message, and we'll give you a shout out on live and read it out. What's up, Josh? Are you a misogynist?
Hey, what's going on? No, I get
Samantha.
Men and women are two different. Men and women are two different types of tools, but I just read something here that single parents, women and men, children seem to fare better under single fathers than single mothers.
You're right, but we know that this isn't because the man's a man and the woman's a woman. We know that's because men have more. Well, actually, we don't even need to give reason. We'll demonstrate it this way. We know that's not because the man's a man and the woman's a woman. Because if we were to compare a two-parent household to a one-parent household, there's better outcomes in the two-parent household, regardless of it's a man and a woman, two men or two women. For instance, lesbian couples raising children have the same outcomes as a heterosexual couple, or as a like two men couples. Like, I mean, with like. If it was truly predicated on men being better at producing better like parental outcomes than women, we'd expect lesbian couples to have worse parental outcomes than two men, but that's not true. We see the same.
Right, but it's, man versus woman, I guess, right? It'd be single fathers against single mothers. They lead their children.
Why would we isolate to single fathers and single mothers? Like, if your logic would follow, we'd expect worse outcomes from a lesbian couple, yeah?
I not really, because I mean.
No, leave Dean alone now. We're not leaving him alone. We're fucking going crazy. We're going crazy. Do you go to the University of Iowa? No, I do not. I do not live in Iowa. I live in California. Is Dean ready is the real question. That's so real. Okay, Dean invited me. There we go.
But we just need to be able to go into this first round with humility and humbleness and we need to take away the banned. Yes, so my main is banned until the 2nd, which is tomorrow. Oh wow, I didn't even realize. We get our main account back tomorrow. I'm super duper excited. At the espresso at this hour, yeah, I'm rough. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Hi Dean, do you remember me at all? Of course I remember you, Woody. But ladies and gentlemen, we need to lock in. We need to lock in. What's about to happen, chat? What are we about to do? We are about to destroy Parker. We are about to absolutely win. Now, I'm going to need to get worked into things. I'm a little bit tired today. Maybe when we start winning and he starts losing, I'm going to get into the groove. But we just need to be able to go into this first round with humility and humbleness, and we need to take away the W. You know, I really feel like that's all that it's about with Parker over here, is just being very humble and humid. Wait, sorry, humid?
Humid? Whoa. Why are you saying that on a TikTok live that you're humid?
No, the humility. No, we know. No.
Humidity?
No. All right. Hop into the battles and shit on him.
You're cooked.
And your mic is cutting out. You need to unplug it and plug it back in. Your mic's not working.
Yeah, Dean is cooked. Let's fucking...
He actually believed me. He actually unplugged it. That's funny. Okay, listen, chat. We got to take the W off the bat. I'm tired, all right? I need to lock in by winning a round. That's what we need to do. So for everybody in here, all 1.1 thousand of you guys, welcome into the stream. If you're curious why we're no longer doing debates, it's because my account was fucking banned for nothing 46 minutes in. So lock the fuck in. Let's destroy Parker. We're going to do it first round. It's going to be 1-0. All hands on deck for speed. Let's do this shit. Meanwhile, I'm going to be talking to you guys. I'm going to be talking to the chat. It's Dean December. It's not Dean December. Not at all. I don't know what's going on with me recently. Things haven't been that well. I don't know. Maybe I just need to sleep. Maybe I just need to lay down and nap. You know what I mean? I feel like we need to do that. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's absolutely destroy Parker. Parker, got a question for you. Are you ready to lose?
Am I ready to lose?
Are you ready to lose bigly? Bigly, very bigly lose. Very bigly lose.
I won't bigly lose. I'm going to bigly win.
You're going to so bigly lose.
Bigly lose. You just need to look into a mirror, buddy. If you looked into a fuck...
And your mic is muted. We can't hear you because we are about to throw so hard on the 2X. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to drop it on the 2X. This is a buy one, get one free as soon as it begins. And we know how to use it. We know how to use them. We really do. On these 2Xs, we got to go. But to unlock the 2X, looks like we have to have 14 people send a singular rose. All right, so let's do it. 14 of us. It is right now or never. We have 42 seconds. Okay, we have time. Don't worry. But we need to get there. We reach the target. Get ready to throw as soon as it starts. Let's unmute him.
Money gun, thank you so much, Nat. I appreciate it. We got it, everyone.
We're going to watch you lose together. Listen to him as he loses. Go!
Dean, listen here, Dean. Did you know that this December is Destroy Dean December?
No, it's not Destroy Dean December, and it's going to be so incredibly apparent. Ava, thank you for the anarts. Guys, we need to start destroying. Oh, no. Down. Wait, we're back in the fight. What were you saying, buddy?
Thank you so much for the handout. Thank you so much.
What were you saying? Oh, where'd all your moxie go? Oh, where'd all your fight go? Oh, because Amy just dropped it on you. And Vigilante too. Amy dropped it on you. Vigilante's making it burn. Amy with the future city and the galaxy. And Vigilante with the two galaxies.
Thank you for all the gifts.
Everybody spam W Amy and W Vigilante in the chat for making Parker poop his pants and be very upset and become the loser, the big loser. That's you, Parker. You're the big loser.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Parker, can you hear me?
Republican censor Dean by getting his account.
Hey, Parker, can you hear me?
Banned. Talk about censorship for real.
Can you hear me?
Same thing happens here. What do you want, buddy?
I just wanted to ask you what it feels like to get fucked up, just fucking destroyed.
Push the hat mustache. Thank you so much. Push the superpower. Thank you
With
so
the
much.
VR goggles,
Thank
do you have an answer? What does it feel like to get
Thank you so much.
absolutely destroyed by
All right,
Amy and Vigilante?
do not let him do this to me, Chad. Do not.
Why won't you respond to my question?
No.
What does it feel like? I'm genuinely
No.
curious.
No, Dean, you're cooked, buddy. You're fucking cooked.
Answer my question.
You're cooked, bud. You're actually cooked.
You via objective
cooked.
metrics got destroyed on speed. You can't deny that.
Dude, you're cooked.
Do you affirm or deny the statement that you objectively got destroyed
you're
on
cooked.
speed?
You're cooked.
So you're actually
Well,
not
look at you
answering my question.
obfuscating, Dean. You're
And
not
within you pivoting around my question, it demonstrates the fact that you know that you got cooked. Ladies and gentlemen, all right, clutch in for the last 1 minute here. Piss with the confetti. Thank you, Piss. I appreciate you for the love from Piss. But show some love to Amy and Vigilante. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Vigilante, you have a glove? Ooh, I feel like we should save it for a round where they think they're going to win, so they're going to all throw a bunch together. But then we'll drop your glove and go crazy on it. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure that we secure the snipe here. I will say we do have a sizable lead on him. Like 11K is not nothing. But I do feel like it is something that he could beat. You know what I mean? I won't lie. So just be careful, be on the lookout, be ready to snipe if necessary, but we'll just see what happens. But we just got to take the win. In fact, we're going to unmute Parker
Thank you so much.
just so we could watch like the sourness in his eyes when he loses. Oh
Emma,
my
you
God,
can
this is
watch
gonna
the
be
sourness.
beautiful.
Why would you have to unmute me to watch the sourness?
Yeah, I know,
Push the
because I
buttons
want
up. That
to
made no
listen.
sense.
I want to hear it. I want to watch it. We need to see it from all angles. All right, you're gonna lose in 10 seconds.
Gina,
and
a
we are
Kahoot
all
online
gonna
would be
watch you
fun.
cry.
Would be
We are
fun.
all gonna watch you
I'm honestly
cry.
down to do that.
In 4, 3, 2,
Hey, honestly, if we win
1.
these battles tonight,
Oh,
thank you so much, the potato.
Let's
we'll do
fucking go. MVP Amy in the chat. MVP Vigilante in the chat. Quite frankly, Brenda, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I apologize, Jonah. I appreciate you, Jonah. Amy, you got a boosting glove? Let's fucking go. Now we have 2 people with boosting gloves.
W Kahoot.
Let's go.
If you don't know what a Kahoot is,
hey, Parker.
you need to know.
Parker.
You know.
Hey, Parker.
What?
Parker, what does it feel like to lose?
DJ Khaled. Emmy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Abor, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Pissing, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Zoe, thank you so much.
Why aren't you
Dino,
answering my
thank you so much.
questions?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm like asking
Nat,
you very
thank so
direct
much.
questions,
Lily,
and
I
then you're just
appreciate
not
it.
answering.
Luis, thank you so much. Dana and Nate.
Hey, what does it feel like to lose?
DJ Khaled.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Put it up, Parker.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you go
Dean December. DDD. Dean December. Let's go. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to lock in for speed. We're going to cook, and it's going to suck for glasses over there. Mariah, thank you for the $1 in Venmo for the W. And Jonah, thank you for the happy weekend. I appreciate you for the love. W's for Jonah. All right, W Dean December. See, that's what we fuck with the triple D's, chat. The W Dean December. Let's go. Okay. Double DDD.
Hey, we have, you know what? We're going to win. We have Marge on our.
Put battles aside, I think I drank too much coffee. Now when I close my eyes, I feel like I'm floating. It's not a good feeling. I feel like I took a lot of pre-workout. Have any of you ever done that? Taken a lot of pre-workout and then not gone to the gym? And you're just like twitching for the rest of the day and it's not a good feeling? That's how I feel right now. Oh no. Oh no. Anyways, let's try to take all that energy out by winning the battles, by destroying the opposition, and by taking the W. Okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's 3 minutes on that clock. Okay? Okay? Let's get in the lead. Piss! Piss with the blooming. Jonah with the blooming. Let's go. Piss and Jonah. Show some love to Piss and Jonah down below. And Piss with the confetti. I appreciate you for the love. Piss and Jonah, I do appreciate you guys so much. Piss with the more confetti. Let's go. Piss. W. Piss. Think. Piss down below. Let's go. And Janelle with a superpower. I do appreciate you for the love. All right, you guys. It doesn't look like we're going to get a speed today, so start building the lead. Alternatively, we could drop a glove. We honestly, I just say, you guys take it away. Let's lead these battles in the direction that you want them to go. Ava, thank you for the hand hearts. Heart, thank you for the dolphin. Car, appreciate you for the heart puffs. Jonah with the tiny donnies. Julie with the W. So let's just see the direction that these battles going. All right. There is 2 minutes on the clock. Let's use the most of it. Nikki, thank you for the manifesting. I appreciate you for the love. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. Are we ready to snipe, ladies and gentlemen? Are we ready to throw harder than we ever have before? Parker,
thank you so much for the galaxy. Let's go,
Parker. Are
thank you
ready
so much.
to
I
lose?
appreciate it, Catcher. Thank you so much.
Are
for the
you
hand
ready
heart.
to
Thank
lose?
You. We get
Are
some
you
W's
ready?
for them in the
Are
chat
you
right now.
ready to
W's for them in the
lose?
chat.
Are you ready to lose, Parker?
My birthday's on Friday. Thank you. Happy
He
birthday,
has
Francis.
me muted. He has me muted. Fuck him up. It is neck and neck right now. Fuck him up for muting me. Absolutely destroy him for muting me. Absolutely
All right,
humble
everyone,
him
we
for
gotta
muting
tap that
me.
screen. We gotta get to
Humble him,
300,000
chat.
likes. Share the live as
Humble
well.
him.
We'll help get
Humble
more
him.
people.
It is
Everyone,
neck and neck.
what's up, everyone
Humble
joining
him.
in? Everyone
Fucking
joining the live right now.
humble
Tap
him.
that screen.
Right
Here at
now.
3
Right
person.
now.
We have 1
Humble
minute
him.
on the clock.
There's 1 minute on the clock. It is neck and neck. We have to snipe. If we don't snipe, we're gonna lose. I'm just gonna put it out there. If we don't snipe, we're gonna lose. We need to snipe. And now they're already in the lead. So now we just lose by default. It is our burden to snipe if we want to win. Nikki, thank you so much for the coral. I appreciate you for the love, Nikki. We have a glove. Use the glove. Tap the glove and go. Throw on the glove, ladies and gentlemen. Glove, 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 glove. Go, 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 go. Piss with a money gun hitting the 5X in Vigilante with a galaxy. Let's go. Use a glove and snipe. Use a glove and throw. Go. 10 seconds remaining. Get the snipe. Go, 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 go. Ori with the corgi, Dean with the roses, Asia with the roses. It's neck and neck. Hit the snipe. Hit the snipe. Chat, we need this. Vigilante, thank you for the galaxy. You are phenomenal. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. A stand-up individual. Thank you. And you've lost, and we've won. MVP. Let's see who it is. Piss. Down below in the chat. Everyone show your love to Piss. MVP Piss all day, every day. Jonah, thank you so much for the love as well. Vigilante with the love. Nikki with the love. Kay, Ori, Janelle, Deborah, Ava. Now this is beautiful. I almost feel bad for him, chat. Is it just me? I almost feel bad for him. We are absolutely just destroying him so hard. But we need to go harder, okay? Let's make him cry. Parker,
he's like Trump, who lost by like the smallest popular vote margin.
Parker, have you decided that you're willing to make yourself cry because you lost to gain more sympathy points from your supporters?
Yo, Fur with the star map. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Can you answer my question?
Are you saying I lost on purpose?
No, I'm saying that if you were to cry right now, you would win. We want tears. No, not this fake fucking bullshit. We want actual tears. No, not that. We want to see tears dripping down your cheeks. You think this is a joke?
Me to do it.
God damn it! He's gonna go. Good boy, good boy.
Yeah, you're fucking cooked.
Call me a good boy. Now cry.
Bad boy.
All right, yeah, this
bad
sucks.
doggy.
Yeah, whatever. So I guess it's the dog walking the human on the leash because it's 2-0, buddy. Step up. You're punching up, I'm punching down. That's right. Damn. Okay. All right. Let's make that 3-0. Okay. Yeah, no response there. No response. No response because we got him. because we got them. Here we go. What's the score? 2-0. Let's make it 3. I mean, truly. Thank you for the anarts. Honestly, it's like a true walk in the park today. It really is. So let's just walk him a little bit harder. Yeah, we're going to 3-0 you. It's going to be great. Are you ready?
The Parkinators will not allow for this, okay?
No, it's already happened, buddy. The
Parkinators will not allow for this.
Yes, they will. They won't be able to stop it. They can only not allow
they won't.
for
The
what they can
Parkinators are not
control.
going to allow for this.
Parker, like I'm making it clear. This is outside of the Parkinators' control. I gave you your out. I told you how to win. I told you if we saw tears, you would win. Chat, did we see tears? Just a yes or no. Did we see tears? Yes or no? I'm seeing a bunch of no's.
If you give us tears right now, you'll win. Firm, thank you so much for the galaxy. Thank you so much, Firm. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
That I'm in the lead. That's not
seriously.
How it works.
I'm just telling you right before. Zoe, thank you so much. Piss, thank you so much. I appreciate.
Let them waste all of their points before speed. Everybody double taps on roses until speed. See, they're all throwing before speed. They don't know how to do it. Piss left us. Okay. Well, no, not piss. El piss. El piss. And here's speed. Okay. They wasted all of their points before speed. Literally recharge and get ready to throw in this 2x. Piss betrayal. Who could have ever guessed? Okay, so we have to go crazy on this speed. I'm going to be honest. We have to go pretty goddamn nuts. All right, you guys? Right, because we are down by nearly 3,000 points. So everybody lock and load for speed, and I will tell you when to go. First, we need to get 7 roses from 7 people. Then as soon as the speed actually starts, drop it like it's hot. And drop it as a team, y'all. It is all hands on deck for this shit. Are we ready to rise up? Are we ready to win? Yeah. Here we go. Go. Fuck him up. Destroy him. Gain the lead. Ori with the galaxy. I appreciate you for the love. Now keep it going. Push harder. Nikki with the trash panda. Go. Vigilante with the meteor shower. Let's go, Vigilante. Let's go. W Vigilante in the chat. 5 seconds on the clock. We need to push harder. We need to get the W. Ah, shit. We are 4,000 points behind, but we still have a hope. Sid with a meteor shower, putting us neck and neck. MVP Sid, MVP Vigilante, and Aiden with a galaxy. I appreciate you, Aiden. Here's the plan. We still have Amy's glove. So now we prep for speed, okay? We have 1 minute and like 30 seconds to prep for speed. Sorry, not for speed, but for snipe. Amy, let me know in the chat if you're able to drop your glove at 30 seconds. Sid, thank you so much for the meteor shower catching us up once again. W's for Sid. Thank you, Sid. W's for Sid. Seriously, W's for Sid in the chat. Holy shit, keeping us neck and neck. Amy, let me see anything from you if you're able to drop your glove. Okay, Amy's watching. Okay, Amy, drop your glove. Way ahead of you, Dean. All right, Amy's locked in. Amy is going to drop her glove at 30 seconds, you guys. Everyone just prepare. I say glove drop at 30 seconds because it'll give us a longer period of time to prep and just to get ready. You know what I mean? Okay, drop it at 30 seconds and we are going to collectively hit the craziest snipe of all time. We're actually going to have to lock in for this one. Okay, all right. We got it on the glove. We just have to lock the fuck in. Real talk. Okay? Yeah, guys, we have about another 20 seconds here to lock in. Hey, Ari, I appreciate you for your love. I do. Thank you so much. Okay? We have another 15 seconds to lock in before she drops the glove. Hit it as a team, everyone or no one. This is going to be a very serious team effort. Let's see what we could do. We got to take the W damn straight, McKinley. 5 seconds until... All right. Drop that glove. And she did it. Go on the glove. Go fucking nuts. Go ballistic. Shit on the walls. Crazy shit. K-Bear, thank you for the fest cheers. And what the hell?
Austin, thank you so much.
Sid with the Leon, the kitten, and the galaxy. With the Leon the kitten hitting the 5x. That is how we use the glove. That is how we use the glove. Spam MVP Sid for the perfect execution. And I mean perfect execution. Oh my God. That literally couldn't have gone better. That literally couldn't have gone better. That was marvelous. That was so good. That was great. MVP Sid for the beautiful snipe. And MVP Vigilante down below as well. Dropping that meteor shower on the 2x. Keeping us in the lead. MVPs for Vigilante. And by the way, Vigilante, guess what you got? Another glove. Let's go. Y'all, Vigilante got another glove. We are 5-0ing this fool. This is beautiful. All right, show some love to Ori as well. W's for Ori in the chat. Nikki, thank you so much for your love this battle. W's for Nikki in the chat. K-Bear, thank you so much for the love. W's for K-Bear. Aiden as well. W's for Aiden, Ava, and Witty. Let's go, Deanvas. Okay. You have 2 now, I believe. Oh, we're locked in for the last 2 rounds, and holy shit.
Katie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Katie.
What do we need to do?
Thank you so much, Melina. I appreciate that. Alexis, thank you so much. Dean Vi, appreciate it. Illusion and Tessa, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, God. Oh, here we go.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Up, down, up, down. 'Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make 'em stay there. Ludacris going in on the verse, 'cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, keep them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere. What they saying, Luda's back. Blame it on that contour. The hood call it Luda Yak. And I'm on this coolest track, so I spit my...
Parker, we need to have a chat, buddy. We need to have a chat. Come back. We need to have a chat. We need to get this figured out. You're losing, and you're losing bad. You can't deny it anymore. Okay, before that last round, I told you I was going to 3-0 you. And you said, no, my supporters won't let it happen. Yeah, dude, like I was saying, you can't stop it. You can't stop the Deanvas. You can't. You fucking can't stop the Deanvas. Let him put his earbuds back in. He probably didn't hear any of that. All right, Parker, I got something to say to you. I was just trying to talk to you, but you had the earphones out, whatever the hell. You can't stop the Deanvas. Let's face the facts. It's 3-0. You're not doing that well, buddy. So I want to offer you an out. I do. I'm a good friend. I want to allow my friend a fair opportunity to win.
How so?
We want tears. We want tears. Fucking cry. Cry because you're losing. We want them. That's the only way you're gonna win. Okay.
You know what, Dean?
We asked for
buddy?
tears and you gave me a Home Depot ad. What the fuck is this?
You know what, Dean? I think you're not ready for this. I think you're not ready for this, brother.
You deny it or
I think he's
offer?
not ready, Chad. You know, we've got someone on our side. Don't worry, buddy. You're about to get cooked, bro. You do not know the fucking power of baby fucking Yoda.
God, I'm dying.
Baby fucking Yoda. You're about to get fucking destroyed, buddy. Are you fucking ready? Are you ready to get absolutely fucking smoked?
Oh my god.
Baby Yoda will make us fucking win.
Oh my god, Parker, please.
Baby Yoda, Grogu has got this.
Dude, stop.
Grogu is on our side, okay?
Dude.
You are fucking cooked.
Dude.
You're fucking cooked. We're coming back from a 3-0 lead, and we're going fucking crazy. Are you ready for this, buddy? Are you ready to get destroyed by Grogu, by Baby Yoda? Whatever you want to fucking call him, buddy.
Dude, Parker, I'm gonna throw up everywhere. No, that is seriously like dude, that was so cringe. I can't. Oh my god. We have the power of Goku on our side. We are gonna win. That was so bad.
He knows he's cooked, chat. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's take him out, chat. He knows he's fucking cooked.
I need to talk to my chat because Parker won't even respond to what I'm saying. Chat. Holy fuck, that was so cringy. Okay. Dude, shit on him. We gave him an out, and then he did that. We gave him a feasible, realistic out of giving us some tears, and instead he decides to, Grogu is on my side. Because Grogu and Baby Yoda are on my side, you're gonna lose. Oh my god. Just beat him. Please, just beat him. Just beat him. Just oh my god. Like I can't even unmute him. I can't bring myself to unmute him. Like, God, maybe we are the big losers just for having to spectate that shit. I'm devastated. Okay, 4-0 his ass. Dude, if he wins a round after whatever the goddamn hell that is, like, we should be embarrassed of ourselves, okay? He just gave every single one of you guys the biggest reason to cook his ass. You cannot let someone be that fucking cringy and then win. Okay? 4 minutes. Just taps and roses until speed, you guys. We're heating up. Wait for speed and then just destroy him. Like, no, Grogu's gonna save him. You know, Grogu's gonna save him. Baby Yoda's gonna save him. Like, oh my god. I'm dead. We all got the ick. Dead ass. All right, get ready to destroy him. And here speed is. Okay, is everyone locked and loaded and ready to go? Yo, Red, appreciate you for the heart puffs. Okay, here's speed. They're already thrown before speed. They don't know how the hell to do these things. Let them throw. And he didn't even thank them for the gift. How crazy is that? Okay.
I was reading a text. I apologize.
All right. That's here. Here's speed. Is everyone prepped and ready? Is not even the Force could save this guy. Is everyone prepped and ready to cook? Is everyone prepped and ready to go? Is everyone prepped and ready to go, y'all? Is everybody ready to go, you guys? Yes? Get ready to drop it. On the count of 3. Go. Cook Grogu. Cook his ass. Go. Red, thank you for the manifesting. I appreciate you, man. W's for Red. K-Bear with the travel. Keep it going. Keep it cooking. W's for K-Bear in the chat with the travel. Vigilante with the galaxy. I appreciate you for the love, Vigilante. And Sid with the galaxy as well. Keep it going. Another 10 seconds to build the lead so the snipe at the end is easier. Jonah with a blooming. I appreciate you, Jonah. And Ava with a galaxy. I appreciate you, Ava. Vigilante with another galaxy. Thank you so much. Quite frankly, Vigilante, you are phenomenal. Thank you for the love. You guys are cooking his ass. You guys are fucking cooking his ass. Oh my god. Grogu isn't saving anybody. In fact, Grogu may be the reason you were losing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the little crown. Thank you so much.
Did you just say it again?
Thank you so much.
Did you just say Baby Yoda power?
Let's go, chat. Let's go.
Did you just say it again?
Let's go. Nurse, thank you so much for the trash panda. Thank you so much. Let's fucking
we
go.
just unmuted him while he was saying Baby Yoda power. We literally unmuted him while he was saying that. Did he just say Yoda power? Oh my god. No. Ugh. It's neck and neck. How are they possibly tying us right now? Okay, we have 1 minute and 30 seconds to strategize. Vigilante, you have a glove. Drop it at 30 seconds. Everyone else, all hands on deck with a crazy snipe. They know that we are going to snipe hard because we did last round. So they are prepared to snipe harder. All hands on deck. Everybody, let's get together and hit the snipe. Deadass, we seriously got to hit it hard as fuck because they already know exactly what to expect. And that's the scary part. His team knows exactly what to expect. That's why we got to hit this shit hard as fuck. All right? Let's do Let's go harder than we went on speed for this snipe. All right, you guys. You have 2 gloves. Drop it at 30 seconds. All right, you guys have 30 seconds to recharge and prepare to hit the crazy fucking snipe that's going to win us this round. Okay? 20 seconds to prepare to hit the crazy snipe to win the round. 15 seconds to prepare for the crazy snipe that's going to win the round. All right, you guys, last 10 seconds before it's game time, you guys. There we go. 5 seconds away from game time, baby. Oh my God, this snipe better be crazy, you guys. All right, drop the glove. Drop the glove. Drop the glove and go. Drop the glove and go. They have a glove too, so we gotta fight harder. They have a glove too. Throw. And I mean go, 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 go. They have a glove too, so we have to glove harder. Go, go. Sid with the crystal crown hitting the 5X. Keep it going. Patrick! Patrick with the diamond gym gun! Let's go, Patrick! Patrick with the gun! Patrick! Oh my God! Patrick with the 2 giant dome! Oh my God, Patrick! And Vigilante with the meteor shower hitting the 5X! And Patrick with the 3rd diamond gym gun! Oh my God! Sid with the galaxy! Patrick! Holy shit! Patrick! Patrick! You crazy! Crazy! Crazy man! Thank you so much. MVP Patrick, or Ketchum, with the 3 diamond gym guns. That is unreal. And Vigilante and Sid, y'all both had something that hit. Sid, you hit with a crown. Vigilante with a meteor shower. Lady Luck's on our side. We can't cap. MVP Vigilante, Sid, and Patrick in the chat. Dead stop. Full stop. Y'all went crazy. Additionally here, show some love to K-Bear, you dropped it. Jonah, you dropped it. Ava, you dropped it. Henora, Red, Allison, JJ. Thank you guys so much for the love. We won that shit. Mr. Parker, I have one question and one question only. Is that fair? Is that fair? Don't do that. No.
He's staying muted for the rest of the match, everyone. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
That's not right.
Accept it, buddy. Accept it.
I need to ask you a question. I will accept it if I could ask you a question.
I can't tell what you're saying, bro.
So unmute me.
What?
Parker.
What?
It is 4-0. If you win this next round, if you lose this next round, you lose it all. And my team is prepared to ensure your loss. Okay? But I want to offer you one last opportunity.
I'm not hearing it. Please just accept the match.
I want to offer you one last opportunity to win.
No, I'm not giving you fucking tears. It's not happening.
If you give us tears, you will win.
No.
I am offering you a fair opportunity. Chad, is that fair?
No.
Okay. He just signed the loss for himself. Let's see who we got here. Vigilante and Sid, y'all both got a glove.
I want to come back so bad, bro.
We literally have 3 gloves. We literally have 3 gloves. A glove on speed, a glove on snipe, and just a glove whenever the hell we want it for this last round. Let's do it together. We literally have 3 gloves. We gave him a fair and square opportunity to win. It's unfortunately time for Parker to lose. Okay? I win some, Parker wins some. Tonight, Parker's losing. We gave him the fair opportunity, and we have the strategic upper ground, high ground with the 3 gloves. It is time for Parker to lose. Here's the deal. Double taps and roses until speed. Make this the craziest speed that we've had since, the whole series started. We're talking Vigilante. Drop one of your 2 gloves remaining on speed. Everybody else, dogpile his ass. Unfortunately, dogpile his ass. Go so stupid and crazy. This is strategy. This is team effort. And keep in mind, we gave him the out. So listen, I appreciate you guys. Just prepare. That's right. That's right. All right, we're heating up. Should we give him one last opportunity? Like, I do. I feel bad. Let Parker.
Didn't really see it as like it's not like a big issue. It's like obviously shows that it was like
Parker, one
political
last
that
opportunity to give us tears.
He pardoned his son.
Parker, one last opportunity to give us tears, man.
Like honestly, I feel like he was going to do that. I could have.
One last
that.
hello, Parker. I'm obviously waving to get
the
his
next
attention.
individual. Yeah, I know. Brittany, thank you so much for the hand art. My brain is like cooked. He's
Hey,
4-0
Parker.
to us.
Parker. Okay, he won't even unmute me. Get the 4 roses and go crazy. I hope that detail to you all how fair we're being. Get ready for speed. 2X is about to start. Vigilante, drop the glove. Throw together like you've never thrown before. Where I'm going to sit back. I feel bad. Actually, I don't. We gave him such a fair opportunity. Lock in and go crazy. That's it. We're going to have the speed and going to have the glove. Everybody, go, 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 go. Everybody, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Let's do it. 20 seconds remaining. Go, 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 go. Yes, thank you for the sage. I appreciate you for the love. Ketchum with a meteor shower. I appreciate you, Patrick. W's for Patrick in the chat with the 2 meteor showers. Let's go, Patrick. And Amy with the future city. Amy and Patrick, let's go. Let's go, Amy and Patrick. Patrick with the 3rd meteor shower. I appreciate you for the love, Patrick. Patrick with the 4th meteor shower. I appreciate you with the love, Patrick. Patrick. Oh my God, Patrick! Vigilante with the galaxy hitting the 5X. Let's go! S with the fest. Cheers! Ava with the rose. What the fuck? Patrick. Holy hell! Patrick is on fire. Unreal. Let's go. Show some incredible love to Patrick down below in the chat. I mean, that is insane. And Amy as well with the future city. Vigilante with the galaxy. You guys munchin'. Amy, thank you so much for the galaxy. I do really appreciate you for the love. Amy with the 2 galaxies. Thank you, Amy. You are so incredibly kind. Thank you. I want to see nothing but either MVP or W Patrick and W Amy's in the chat. W Vigilantes in the chat. W Sids in the chat. Let's show some love. I fear we ate. Let's show some love. Thank you guys. I mean it. Hope you're doing well, by the way, Patrick. Feel like I haven't seen you in here in a while, man. You've been watching forever. You've been supporting forever, too. I appreciate you, Patrick. Think about you time to time. Here we are, guys. Down to the last 37 seconds. The only thing that will save him is a literal TikTok universe. Maybe we should... No? I think we'll be good. I don't think we need to snipe. I'm pretty sure like the win is that apparent. But Sid snipes anyway with a Ferris wheel. Thank you for the love, Sid. Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Patrick. MVP Patrick in the chat. MVP Amy in the chat. MVP Vigilante in the chat. MVP Sid in the chat. MVP S in the chat. JJ, Valentine, Mariah. Let's go, you guys. You know what? We're just going to do it for the one time. We're going to do it for the one time. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. What is that? What are we going to do?
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there, up, down, up, down. 'Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make 'em stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse 'cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, keep them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere. What they saying, Luda's back. Blame it on that contour. The hood call it Luda Yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down like strippers' booties go. and they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Up, down, cause all I do is win, and if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere. What they saying, Luda's back. Blame it on that contour. The hood call it Luda yak. And I'm on this foolish.
Ladies and gentlemen, you did great. I mean, give yourselves a pat on the back. Seriously. Give yourselves a pat on the back. We want to see what Parker is, you guys. He went to chop those onions. Yeah, I agree. You guys want to see what Parker is, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to choose a random card. Let's see who Parker is. Give it a shuffle. Give it one. Oh, he's back. Hey, Parker, tell me when to stop. Hey, Parker, just say stop whenever. Your mic is muted. His mic is broken? Oh, I just have him muted. Oh, I just have him muted. I'm sorry. I had it. Okay, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, right there. Phenomenal. You want to see what card you got? It is you again, the Joker. Oh, it's you. What is it? What does that say? Oh, that's the Joker. Oh, the court gesture. All right. He left. He ended his stream. Oh my God. Don't feel okay. On a real note, I feel bad. I do. Parker. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done this to you. It was my fault. I let it get to my head. Just kidding! I'm just kidding. Parker's fun. I don't know where he's at. He'll probably hop back on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I really appreciate you guys. You guys are great. And listen, Patrick, Sid, Amy, Vigilante, Jonah, Piss, K-Bear, Nikki, Ava. Something I like to say, the battles are fun, heat of the moment, playing the game. They're great. They're really a lot of fun. But one thing I always like to point out, recognize, and thank after we do rounds of battles is, people donating are real people with hard-earned money that they are choosing to spend on, a fun game. And we need to appreciate that. So on a very real note, theatrics, game, and entertainment aside, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart on a very real note. On a very, very, very real note. Please show the people that have gifted during the stream some love. Ash, thank you for the sunglasses. Now I'm just wondering where Parker went. Did he actually get off? Now should I text him? I'm gonna text him. Everything good? Tori with a $1 in Venmo saying, bro, Biden just pardoned Hunter. Good for him. Good for him. As he should. I mean, when there's executive decisions being made left and right to literally let someone that cooed our country and tried to rig the outcome of an election be president and walk free as an innocent man. What's the issue with Biden doing the same for his son before he leaves? Call him. No. Should I call him, you guys? Should I? Should we call him? Should we? FaceTime? Prank call him? He won't answer? Oh, you guys want to see it. All right. We'll maybe try to call him in a second. Maybe he's like he like during the battles. Remember, he was like texting someone on his phone. I bet he's like dealing with something else as well. If I just had to take a guess, I don't know for sure. We'll give him a second. You guys. Yeah. Let's see here. Who's my favorite character in all of Supernatural? Definitely the angel. What's his name? In the show? Castiel? Was that his name? Castiel. Castiel was probably my favorite character in Supernatural. I mean, of course, Dean comes in at a close second, maybe even tied for first place. I feel like that should be obvious why. You've met the actor who plays Castiel. I hear he's actually a really cool guy in real life. I hear actually all of those people are. Like Dean's actor, Castiel's actor, like they're all like super good people. How is Dexter going? So Dexter is going swimmingly. I just watched the end of season 4 last night, where you know what happens if you've watched the show. I don't want to spoil it. And you know that's been rough. That one's been rough. I was watching it with my girlfriend, and she like straight up said that she wanted to stop watching it because of what happens at the end of season 4. She was so sad. She was so sad. Is it worth watching? Yeah, Dexter's a beautifully written TV show. I seriously do think it's great. Let's see what else here. What show is he talking about? Dexter. It's like tracking like a serial killer, and the writers obviously just made the show. They made like a serial killer like the main character, and they make you like super emotionally attached to this serial killer and like the people in his life. I think it's a great plot idea, and the writers executed their idea perfectly. So overall, you know, great show. I'd say one of the best ever, quite frankly. Do I listen to Arctic Monkeys? Yeah, sure I did in high school. I mean, I know who the Arctic Monkeys are. I even had them on vinyl at one point. I'm just, you know, I feel like I kind of grew out of them, if that makes any sense. Do I listen to Tyler? Duh, dude, I've been listening to Tyler for years. I remember having a listening party for Igor. That was great. Hey, Dean. Hey, Haley. His new album is great. Do I like the Gorillaz? Fuck yes, I do. Oh my god, I love the Gorillaz. They have been consistently one of my favorite bands for a long time. Rainy with a $5 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love, Rainy. Incredibly kind. I think one of my favorite song by the Gorillaz is either Dare or what's the other one? Plastic Beach? Dare and Plastic Beach are fire, dude. 10 out of 10. Phenomenal. Have I watched Game of Thrones? Yeah, I watched a lot of it, but I like stopped a handful of seasons in. Me and my ex were watching that like before we broke up together, and then when we broke up, I just stopped watching it. But I got like halfway through. Let's see here. What else do we got? Opinions on the Red Hot Chili Peppers? I mean, some bangers, some classics, just some generational hits. And I think that's very apparent. You know, they're just one of those bands that kind of exist in an entirely different echelon than other artists. That's apparent. They're great. They're cool. Do I listen to Jeff Buckley? Of course I listen to Jeff Buckley. You know. I don't know. His lover should have came over, man. I don't know what to say. Let's see here. What else do we got down below? Do I listen to Taylor Swift? No. I don't listen to Taylor Swift. I think there's a lot of good things about her character, but just don't like her music. Do I like Radiohead? Bro, I literally have a Radiohead shirt. Radiohead is like one of my favorite bands of all time. So my favorite bands of all time, people like Radiohead, Smashing Pumpkins, The Backseat Lovers, and like those actually might be like my top 3. Is there anyone else that I could think of? Strokes are really good, but I don't know. I haven't really listened to a lot of their shit in a long time. But I loved the Strokes in high school. They were great. Do I like The Cure? Yeah, I was actually just listening to Love Song by The Cure. It's a great one. Savannah, thank you for the $5 on Vimeo. Thank you so much. Everyone's yelling in the chat. Do I like Doom? Dude, of course I like Doom. Doom's pretty constant on my playlist. R.I.P. R.I.P. Doom, man. R.I.P. Doom. Rip Doom. Rip Doom. McCartney? Oh, dude, some of his old shit that he did alone was great. Like, not Bulldog. That was a Beatles song. I'm thinking of Band on the Run and then Uncle Albert. Great McCartney songs. Let's see. Favorite song by Smashing Pumpkins? I really like all of their old stuff. I mean, I could just say 1979, but that's, like really like classic and mainstream. I'm sure I could find a little bit more niche Smashing Pumpkins song that I like. I also have a Smashing Pumpkins t-shirt. Let's see. Current Joys? Yo, yeah. They're great. Frank Ocean? I like loved Frank Ocean in high school. I still like his music. He just hasn't really released much. So everything of his is kind of old, if that makes any sense. Grown out of it. Do I listen to Bowie? Dude, of course. I also watch Bowie. David Bowie has actually been in a great movie that you guys would love. It's called The Labyrinth. If any of you guys are kind of into the older, more like movie style from like the 80s, 70s even, and you like that more magical, mystical feel, watch The Labyrinth. Just kidding. The Labyrinth actually sucks and none of you should watch it. I'm in trouble. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me. The Labyrinth sucks. If you were going to watch The Labyrinth because I just said it was a good movie, I was confused. I was thinking of something else. It fucking sucks. Nah, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Don't watch The Labyrinth. It's terrible. Someone got mad because I recommended you guys to watch it because I need to gatekeep. So that's right. It sucks. Don't you watch it. It's terrible. Don't watch it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't watch it. Let's see what else. Let's see. Show us a card trick. Oh, we got many. I'm more so just playing it with him. Do I like Lana? Of course. Of course, of course, of course, of course. Are we getting gaslit? No. It sucks. Don't waste your time watching such a shitty movie. Yeah. So that's my girlfriend's favorite movie, The Labyrinth. She showed it to me a while back. 10 out of 10. In fact, she just got mad at me. She's a gatekeeper. My girlfriend is such a gatekeeper with like good movies and music. But I'm so happy because, now I've worked my way in close enough where she doesn't gatekeep anymore. Yeah. But I remember like when we first met, what she'd do is she would like we'd like be in the car together, for instance, and she'd be on aux and she'd turn on like a really good song. And then I'd like want to take a picture of the song because it was so good. Right? And then she'd cover it and say, "No, it's my song." So she's a gatekeeper. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. Oh man. What about Harry Styles? Yeah, I mean some of Harry's stuff. I've enjoyed his music time to times. SB, bro, of course. Of course I listen to SB. I feel like I've already kind of talked about that. SB is good. Let's see here. Scotland 4D, I've never been there. I bet Scotland's pretty cool. Chat, should we go see if our other account is on live ban so we could do some more debates? How do y'all feel about that? Yeah? Okay. All right, so I'm going to go check it out. It's going to be at DNC Dean. If it's like, if the ban got appealed, I'm going to go live and do some more debates. We'll see y'all there. Love you all.
To get there. Give me 1 sec. Okay, it's going to take a while, but we'll see. Let's get everyone. Tap that screen. Let's run it up to 100,000 likes. Share the live as well. I'll be on here for a little bit longer, just answering questions, talking to people. What's up, everyone? What's up, y'all? I did get banned on my main account earlier, though, everyone. Or not my main account, on my second account. So, I mean, I think we got banned like twice today, so... Stance on abortion, pro sentience. If you have any questions, you can ask Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Discord are probably the best places to ask questions for me to respond. I'll probably go into my sub chat to respond to people there. What's up, everyone? Chat, like literally every single one of my accounts essentially is the same push. Like I feel like every single one does. Biden pardoning his son, yeah, that is true. Joe Biden is pardoning his son. Make a new account, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Just to see if we can get it to work. Otherwise, I was gonna try that. Adrian, I see you, don't worry. What's up, everyone? Email TikTok about it. I feel like it's pretty complex to email TikTok about. Like they've never responded to stuff like that before. What's up, Moxie? Hey, Ben Parker, I've been pretty decent. Can you say edited by Macy? Yeah, there you go. Sid, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Relatively good. Relatively good. What's up, Laurel? What's up, Caroline? How you doing? Didn't you have plans with your girlfriend? Yeah, we are. We're gonna do stuff later. That's why I'm getting off at like 6 o'clock. Or maybe a little bit earlier, depending on if I feel like it. Tree, thank you so much for the $1. Can you name your new account Parker as Concepts of a Job if someone doesn't steal it? Yeah, but I wanted to get off a little bit earlier today. I definitely do. It just takes so long to go see my girlfriend because it takes like an hour to go get to her. Debates. No, I'm done with debates today. It's an hour, damn, yeah. Hour there, an hour back. So 2 hours overall. How often do you see her? Every day, every other day? What's up, Laurie? When can we expect the Parker Dean podcast? Within a few months. Are you super social? I'm pretty introverted. I have a lot of social anxiety. You should do a meet and greet. I'd have to set up all the conditions for that. What time is it? It's currently 5:31. Come to Europe. I definitely need to go to Europe sometime. That's for sure. What's up, Ava? Yeah, Arsenic, we are. We really need to beat Dean next time. That was crazy. That was crazy. Is Dean or Harry doing debates? I think Dean might be. Harry definitely will be. I typically see Harry live later in the day. Did Dean get off, everyone? Because I don't see him live. What's Dean doing? Said he was going to debate. He said he was going to do debates. Yeah. He's been a bit slow in getting on. If people say abortion is murder, then can you make the argument that they should think that miscarriages are manslaughter? Like if you're already pregnant? Well, typically when you have manslaughter, it's that you engaged in an action in which led to that unintentionally. You didn't lead to it becoming worse unintentionally, unless it was like you have a miscarriage because you drank or something. You could make an argument that people who like drink without knowing that they're pregnant, it leads to like the miscarriage within like the first few weeks. They just didn't know they're pregnant. You could argue under their view they could consider that manslaughter. So yeah, I'd probably think about that. Do you use any techniques to memorize your information in rebuttals? Nope, not at all. Gina, thank you so much for the $2 for Parker Bessie Rosie. Really wants a good tattoo idea from you because she can't do much with only the word star. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what kind of tattoos to get. Like I'm not really good at that. I know it's a lot of my sister has like a star she put like right here. I wouldn't know what type of star, but the location here is if that's better. Like I don't know. Could the push issue be linked to IP address? I doubt it. Rainy, thank you so much for the $5 for if you weren't doing debates, what would be your dream job? Doing debates. I can't even envision myself doing anything else right now. What else? I don't know. I just like social media a lot. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have like another dream job I think about at all, to be honest. Katie, thank you so much for the $5 for thoughts on Biden pardoning his son. What should we say to annoying MAGA people who are going to be talking about this? I don't think it's going to be talked about them very much. My thoughts are that's probably what was going to happen. Now, it was very political. Like, I don't know. Like, the fact that they did that is kind of crazy, honestly. So, like, I get people's concerns, but it's not like a huge argument they can make. It's not like that big of a deal, you know? It would have been more big of a deal if, like, if it was before the election. Yeah, everyone, I'll probably be on for like 20-something minutes or so, and then I'm gonna dip. 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes. Maybe less. I might even do less. What'd you major in? Economics. Lindsay, thank you for the $1 for... How was your Thanksgiving? It was good. It was good. Had a pretty chill Thanksgiving. Had some peach pie, some honey ham, some fruit, some bread, you know, stuff like that. Can you say edited by Ali? Yeah. Dream vacation spot? I don't even know. I don't have like a specific dream vacation spot. It's kind of just like whatever. Oh my god, Paige, thank you so much for the $60 on Venmo. Thank you so much. Can we get some W's for Paige in the comment section right now? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. They said please get the tattoo. Do you mean the tattoo you mean that one? I was telling that for someone else. I don't have like a specific tattoo that I'm looking towards getting yet. Maybe I will. And then we're riding TBIS Into the Sunset Brat 2025. Brat? W Brat? W Brat. But yeah, can we get some W's for Paige in the comment section right now? Thank you so much, Paige. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. Oh my god. Sorry everyone. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Parker, get the tattoo. Get what specific tattoo? What's your I probably shouldn't say my middle name. Do you still do debates? Yeah, I do. I do still do debates. I'm just not doing them right now. What time is usual stream time? I have it different times during the day. Different times, typically.
Yo.
That's good. Are you gonna do debates?
Nothing. Yeah, dude, I still haven't gotten the appeal back on that ban.
Really?
Yeah, it's just still.
That's kind of frustrating because it had 30%. Like, it was actually pretty decent.
I know, bro. That's why I'm frustrated. Is for that exact reason. So.
Yeah, I was like, I wish. I mean, that also tells you that like it depends on the account. Because I'm not getting 30% on any account.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset. I won't lie. But it's okay.
That means we should make new accounts.
Oh yeah, I just gotta tough it out until I get the main account back.
You think so? I don't even have my main account coming back soon. So it's like I don't have like I know when it gets back. I'm just like account warning. I have a video posted from 5/27 that is still in my things. And I don't even know how many days I have to wait until my next ban goes away.
What's up, Wyatt? Yeah, I mean, I've done not that much debates. I've done literally an hour and a half of debates.
You said what?
I've only done like an hour and a half of debates.
Yeah, you should probably keep going. I mean, I didn't do much debates today. I think I was going to take a bit more time off today. I'm going to get off here in like 20 minutes. I did like 2-3 hours of debates. Because I spent basically the whole time you were live with you, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure that I'm just going to pick it back up in the morning.
Pick what up back in the morning?
The debates. You know, like I hopped on for a couple hours today, even after like traveling, and I'm pretty tired. So, I mean,
you're gonna get off too?
Yeah, I'll pick it back up in the morning, super early, get back to my regular schedule, like 4 hours of debates, etc.
What was your response to Biden pardoning Hunter? I don't have like an argument against that. Like, I mean, I don't think there's like a justification for it. Like, I definitely think it's like probably something he probably shouldn't have done, to be honest. If we're talking about politics, or he should have done it before. It was just like a very political thing that he did to like wait to do it until after the election. It was the smart thing to do, but so it didn't affect the election. Because like it's not going to ever affect an election because it's you know, is Joe Biden? No one is like Joe Biden's not going to run again, so there's like no impact that it's going to have.
Yeah.
Fully.
If Trump didn't like pardon like Steve Bannon and the other like,
they'd probably use it as an argument more.
Yeah, like I would care significantly more about Biden pardoning Hunter if Trump didn't pardon like literal like Satan 2.0. Like then I might care.
I had a feeling he was going to get pardoned though.
Yeah, like as it stands, I don't really give a shit in all honesty.
Yeah, it's not a big deal to me. I don't think it's a big deal to like basically anyone. Like on the right even.
Mm-hmm. That's what Charlie Kirk said. Charlie Kirk
Yeah, I
said
saw
he
that.
doesn't care.
I saw that.
But I also don't know that much about what Biden's done. Sorry, not what Hunter's done.
I think it was just something related to like some gun thing.
Yeah, I do know that my governor, my state governor, Jared Polis, like, very strongly stood against it.
Yeah, we will get DC content between us all. We'll do like a lot of in-person stuff. Now, everyone, we probably will take multiple days off then. To be totally honest with everyone, multiple days we probably will take off. Like max, I could go on live for like an hour a day. Like maybe at the end of the day we could go live when everyone's done doing stuff.
Yeah, I bet we'll be able to find time. Plus, like, if we're gonna both be taking our partners, like, we'll be able to go live while they hang out with one another.
Yeah, we got to get the place here pretty soon. Did you get your ticket?
I'm getting the tickets tonight.
I already got mine. Will you guys ever make merch? Maybe in the future. Why are people saying no? Take your grandma. Confused.
Oh yeah, because of a conversation that I'd had on live about it. I ended up talking to my grandma, and she wanted to come, but she said that she wanted my partner to come with me more. So, Jima's wishes. What's DC? Oh, we got invited to the White House, you guys.
Yeah, Harry doesn't even talk about it. Harry's like, you'll see. I'm like, okay, it's already leaked. Dean's the problem. He leaked it.
I'm the leaker.
If you get to interact with Biden, what would you ask him?
In all reality, if I got a short interaction with Biden, I just ask him to like record a video for my grandma because she loves him so much. Like, I'm gonna be honest, that's like the first thing I do.
Like if you can record a video with him, yeah.
Yeah, if there was like one singular interaction I could have with Biden, that would be it.
That's cute. That's cute.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off to go do some ice cream and cookies with a girlfriend.
All right, bro. That sounds cool.
Yeah. All right. I'll see ya.
All right, I'll see you, bro.
Peace.
I might just get off right now, then, everyone. I thought Dean would have stayed on longer, honestly. To do debates. He's gonna have some fun though. He'll hang out. But yeah. I'll probably get off here in a second. I don't know, chat. It's just like, especially with TikTok, it's just so fucking hard to go live now because it's like they ban me. Every time I go live when there's people in the guest box, it's like most of them are like people that have already been on or just like random shit, like not people debating. Ali will get DC content. So I don't know. I don't know. It feels weird. It's felt weird going live for like the past half a month, and it's like it's getting a little bit annoying, like because it's like I just don't think it's gonna fix. I don't know what to do. Kat, thank you so much for the $3 specific platform you thought about moving to. I wouldn't like fully move to any other platform. I don't have any basis on any other platform. I'll think about going live on YouTube though. Probably pretty soon. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get off. All right, everyone. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll be back on everything normal tomorrow. Love y'all so much, everyone. Have a good night, y'all. I've not seen that. No, I would definitely make sure to look that up. There we go. Tree, thank you so much for the $5 for. I know I always ask stupid questions, but we love the work you do. Inspire me every day. TikTok is the worst. We love you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, you don't ask stupid questions. Elise, thank you so much for the hand art. I appreciate it. All right. Discord says to name Parker lost his job. Name your new account Parker lost his job.
Yo,
I did already
hello.
name it that. Yo, what's up? Did you vote Trump?
Yes. Oh, dude, finally. I've been
How old are
waiting
you?
for like a year, 19. I've been waiting
Why'd
for
you
like
vote Trump?
I support tariffs.
Why do you like the tariffs?
I like passing incentives to reshore jobs to America and making it more expensive to go to other countries.
Do you support the Chips and Science Act?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so why don't you take a mechanism like that specifically that doesn't cause prices to go up for American consumers, doesn't destroy relations with other countries around the world, right? And cause the economy to get smaller.
So if I respond, you won't immediately kick me, right? We can like have a dialogue.
What's up?
So like if I like respond to this in like a long way, you won't just like kick me, right?
Depends on how long. Like if you just like talked for like 50 minutes, I'd kick you. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so first of all, the reason why the Chips and Science Act was so successful, I don't know if it was successful. Semiconductor deficit grew, but even looking past that, the reason why investment in manufacturing boomed under Biden is true. You had domestic public investment, but you also had tariffs. They were corresponded with tariffs, and so what that means is the way to reshore jobs is also, it's going to be almost impossible to just make it more profitable in America. And so you're just going to have to make it as another mechanism to make it more expensive for companies to offshore jobs in other countries. Now, quickly, to your point about prices, Yeah, I just don't see it. Maybe it can be we have different theories of pricing or something like that. But if you look at studies, what you see is tariffs that were goods that were hit by the tariffs do not see a significantly increase in the prices of those goods.
No, that's just not true at all. Like, for example, what is the point of a tariff? It is to increase the cost of imported goods, specifically to make the goods in America more desirable. There's no alternative pricing theory specifically that indicates that doesn't happen. That is the basic mechanism of a tariff, because specifically in order to increase domestic production, it requires prices of goods that are imported in the country to be more expensive.
Do you think increasing the minimum wage?
How tariff operates?
I understand how a tariff operates. Do you think the minimum increase in the minimum wage would increase consumer goods and have disemployment effects? That is directly increasing the cost of labor.
So yes, of course there would be an increase in cost of labor. Now that makes up one part of specifically the production of goods, but the increase in the cost specifically that would come from labor or from an increase in demand would be outweighed by the wage increase.
That's the whole. So I think the most.
That's not how it is for tariffs, though, because tariffs decrease the size of the U.S. economy. They disincentivize trade with the United States from other countries around the world. They cause trade wars, right? And it is
trade
the case
wars
that
are largely a myth, by the way.
No, they're not. They're not.
What's your evidence of trade wars?
With China, like for example, we've had a trade war with China. We've had plenty of trade wars.
Yeah, and our deficit is at an all-time low with China right
specifically, now. That's not related to Trump, by the way. That's completely unrelated to Trump. It was
it's because Biden kept his tariffs.
It was higher. That's not true. So it's not because Biden kept the tariffs. It's because Biden didn't extend tariffs in the degree that Trump wants to. Trump wants a universal tariff on China. Biden doesn't support a universal tariff on China. Biden specifically supports things like on electric vehicles, right? I could say I disagree with that because I think that there should be lower costs.
Yeah, he passed 100% tariff on EVs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point. So because of tariffs and because of public and other industrial policy.
That's not the only reason. That's not the only reason manufacturing boosted in the United States. That's not the only reason. The main reason.
You're telling me it's not because of industrial policy that Biden passed. That's not why manufacturing had a boom in the United States.
His policy specifically not relating to tariffs, but his policy specifically relating to the Chips and Science Act and other sorts of policies. Those policies specifically are what drove the increase in manufacturing.
Wait a second.
Not specifically just the tariffs. Now you could say within specific markets, it could have been effective for American manufacturing for certain tariffs to be implemented, but that is not arguing for a universal tariff on any of these countries. Universal tariffs are detrimental towards trade relations.
So what, they're just gonna a couple things. Let me get to the pricings of goods. So
for example, the one recently implemented with Canada and Mexico, you agree that was unprovoked and it was bad, right, policy for foreign policy for our allies.
If I'm not mistaken, Canada had tariffs on us first. Their average tariff rate is higher than our average tariff rate before we slapped tariffs on lumber. And so it was more of a response of what they did.
No, what is the average Canadian what's it called? Tariff on the United States?
I believe I don't know exactly, but I believe it was higher than ours, at least. But anyway, to the point about
so you know it's higher. Okay, so how do you know it's higher?
Because our tariff rate before Trump was like 3%. Because our tariff rate before Trump was like 3%.
So is it 20? Do they have a 25% tariff on us?
On what good? I would have to look it up and see.
No,
but I know
their average on all goods.
I know their average tariff rate is higher than ours.
They have
at
a
least
20% tariff on all goods coming from the United States.
You're asking if it was higher or lower, and now you're asking me the specific number, or specifically if it's higher or lower than 25%.
Do they have a 25%?
I told you I don't know the exact number, but I know our average.
Goods. No, they do not have a 25% tariff on every good coming into the country. That is an unprovoked. I didn't say they did. I said their average tariff rate.
That's
what Trump is advocating for. You cannot act like it was reciprocal tariff, right?
Am I
responding
to
their tariffs? Probably you.
Am I lagging or
you cannot
are you
act like it's you can't act like it's a reciprocal tariff just because it is the case that the U.S. or Canada put it on us first, right? If it is the case that they don't have that type of tariff on us.
Yeah, we can't act like it's retaliatory when they had the tariffs on us first. Okay, so let me respond to
you fucking idiot. Listen to what I said, you fucking moron. Absolute fucking moron. I just mentioned it. I just explained it, and you didn't want to fucking listen to anything I just said. What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Watch the attitude, bro. What's your problem? I didn't insult you.
Did you hear what I just said? Do you want to actually engage in a conversation?
Well, I'm trying to, but I'm trying to get to your fundamental point. Okay, let me talk about consumer. Okay, let me talk about
don't just move off of that after you just literally didn't reference anything I just said and you didn't take into account what I just said. How about you look at your own fucking attitude?
I don't have an attitude. You're the one that's like cussing, getting upset, getting rude.
Yeah, because you deserve. You have to hear that in order to fucking understand. What I'm saying.
You deserve. Okay,
absolutely, you deserve it. So that's called retaliatory, right? Now, if you don't specifically give a retaliatory tariff specifically in the context of Canada, because they would have to impose a 25% tariff on everything. You understand that it's not proportionate? Do you understand that retaliation? Listen. Do you understand the retaliation isn't proportional?
The retaliation wasn't proportional. It might be, but it matters about the exceptions that he's going to put on imports. So, like, what happened in 2018? What happened in 2018 is after there were tariffs passed, there was over like 100,000 imports that were exempted from getting hit by the tariffs. And so, the reason why I mentioned that is because most of the tariffs were made. I won't say as a negotiation thing, but it was more of just an example of we're going to actually have to play by everyone's rules now. And so, like an example, just for an example, Korea and the washing machine tariffs. Now, it is the case that people like LG and Samsung reinvested into America after these tariffs were passed. However, there was major exceptions made to imports coming from these countries. And so what I would assume would happen is if the tariff was passed on Canada like this way, because the things we get from Canada are mostly natural resources. They're not type of jobs that you can create here. It's like lumber and oil, I think. And so because of that, what I would assume would happen is exceptions would be made on imports that we literally cannot make here. I mean, that's what happened last time.
He didn't do that. I know everyone was saying this, but that's not what he did. He specifically has not stated exceptions for those types of things, which would cause housing development to be more expensive, gas to be more expensive. Do you want that? And fucking maple syrup. Jesus Christ. You're coming after the maple. I think that's too much, dude. You're coming after a Canadian maple syrup, man? What the fuck?
Well, I don't know. He said, like I said, he said last time, by the way, we were going to pull out of NAFTA. We were going to pull out of the South Korean trade agreement. We were going to do all these things. And then he also made broad I don't even know what to call it. Basically like threats about slapping on all these tariffs. And like I said, throughout 2018 and 2019, there were literally thousands, like hundreds of thousands of exceptions made to imports when it specifically was going to have type of supply chain issues. Now, I want to talk about something that's way more fundamental. That's inflation. I think that's been like the biggest.
Donald Trump has not said he wants to do that, but go for it.
But that's what he did last time, though. That's the point.
He didn't advocate for this, though. He did not specifically say. He said universal on these countries.
Yeah, well, there were universal tariffs passed on washing machines and steel and aluminum, and there were still exceptions made to those imports.
That's not a universal tariff, then.
It's a tariff. It's a broad tariff on all from imports from all countries.
What does universal mean?
A broad, flat tariff on a good or on all goods. It matters like
all
what you
goods.
mean.
There you go.
Wait, what just happened? Ask me. Oh, okay.
On all goods.
Yeah, but a flat tariff can be affected on a specific good from all countries, like a flat